Yeah, I was born blind, I could not see, thoughtless, not free. Doctors on the scene with poisonous fists, they call it the vaccine. And if you ain't asleep, you know exactly what I mean. If my mama really knew, she would breach the roof. I just hope she knows the baby only seeks the truth. I learned not to trust the system of the institutes, and I feel I need to get that knowledge into you. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. In school I was taught lessons, a young truther asking questions, while all these other motherfuckers guessing. Elementary just wasn't meant for me. Y'all keep your fake history, the shit is not a mystery. That it's all lies, and if all lies would open wide and see in 2020 vision be nowhere to hide. It's so clear as a clear blue sky that we never see anymore, just trails pass by. And remember the conspiracy theorist said it's a lie. They're spraying chemicals in the air, but you still deny. So how can I get you to see anything if you're blind? Like the moon landing's fake, NASA lies all the time, and government officials are just the elite puppets. I'ma probably get murdered for saying all the shit, fuck it. Tired of this world anyway, getting bleaker by the day. Sheep will keep sleeping, truth seeker, I'm away. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. I was cutting classes, fucking blasting, straight mapping, looking at the globe laughing. Yo, we see way too far. I was cutting classes, fucking blasting, straight mapping, looking at the globe laughing. Yo, all of NASA's pictures of Earth was cutting classes, fucking blasting, straight mapping, looking at the globe laughing. We can't get to the moon today, never mind 60 years later. Every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. Mama raised a truth seeker. Every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the show. I got my light on. Oh my goodness, how's it going, guys? I am doing a shirt giveaway again, and we're going to go over that as soon as I bring my brother from another mother, my co-host, my wingman, on with me. Shapu is in the house. What's up, Shapu?
Hi, Jen.
How you doing? There he
I'm
is.
doing okay. Bit tired of last night, but I'm here.
I took a nice nap earlier. I was like, man, I gotta lay down for a while, and I was just like, I don't want to get up.
I wanted
the show, so I had to get up.
I wanted to take a nap, and I just started doing something like working on the next video clip for a new song, and I was lost in the work, and I just look at in the 1 hour the show was starting, and I was, oh my, I don't have much time to relax a bit, so
Here you are.
Yep. Oh, hi, DJ.
Yeah, she hasn't been around in a while. She's usually not even up this late. DJ, you're up kind of late tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I love you. And DJ went through some of that hurricane. I think she got pretty strong winds. I don't know how much damage, but wow, that thing was crazy. And it was like 1958, the same exact storm with the same exact name came through the same exact path. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't look it up. That's just what I heard. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's what I've heard on the word on the curb is. Let's just say that. DJ, did you get any damage there? Let me know. You lost power. Okay. Anything else? People losing roofs and all that other stuff? No? Tardy, ShawnyBee. Not really. You're only 10 minutes late.
Sorry.
Once you get into like 16, 17, 18, 20 minutes late, then you're tardy.
Yeah.
I'm very lenient teacher in my class. Anyway, so I'm doing a shirt giveaway. I'm actually going to be giving away 2 shirts that I have that I don't wear anymore. There's nothing wrong with them. And let me grab them.
I got my cat mug tonight.
Hold on, let me put down big screen.
And and it says, I don't know if you can see it, what it says in it. I don't think so. There's
no,
not
what's it say?
What does it say? It says it's meow or never.
Oh, I like that. It's meow or never. Meow. All right, coming off big screen.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so I'm going on big screen now. I need an assistant over here. Okay, so this one I'm giving away. It's Meltology 101 long sleeve white, and it's a medium. That goes for men and women, this one. And that's the first one I'm giving away. That's what you guys are going to enter the contest for. The second one will be this one, which is short sleeve black Meltology with definition. This one's also a medium for boys and girls. So, I mean, men and women. You know what I'm talking about. Boys and girls. But not training, man. That's for sure. What's up, Natalie? H-Cat's here. H-Cat, thank you so much. I did email you back. Thank you so much for that donation. That was amazing. You didn't have to do that, but it's very, very helpful because I am going to be going on a trip soon to Philadelphia to hang out with my mom for a week and my son while my sister goes on vacation. So it is really a big help. Thank you so much. And the little note that you wrote me about the private stuff and everything, it was very much needed. I needed to hear that. I needed to read that. So thank you. I really appreciate you sending that to me.
Yeah. If Furies are in the same boat, you know, the clowns in this world.
What's this? What about the furries? What are you talking about? Cats?
No, people dressed as animals.
Oh, is that what they're called? They call them that? Like for real?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, for real.
I don't even mess around with that stuff. I let God sort all that out. That's just too much for me. I mean, when you had drag kids running around with drag queens, fucking reading hour at the library, I was losing it. Yeah. And then I'm just like, I got to let God sort this out because if I try to sort it out, I'm going to jail. I'm clearly going to get kicked off YouTube.
Why would you need to dress up? Because you don't like yourself or something? I don't know. For me, that's
inclusive and accepting that they can't accept themselves. We have to accept them as a cat who's gonna, take a shit on your floor when it wants to, because that's what cats do if they don't get.
It's crazy to me.
That's sick. It's just like grown men dressing up like little girls, like running around their house acting like a fucking little girl. Are you kidding me? You remember that stuff that was out?
No.
Like 7, 8, 10 years ago? All that stuff. Yeah. This is when all this all-inclusive stuff was being pushed on us. And, I'm a businessman during the day, but when I go home, my inner little girl comes out of me. And it's like this fucking 300-pound bald guy.
Yeah.
Running around like a little tutu. And
right. They were probably paid actors to prep the thing that they were coming to. They'll always do some kind of thing like that because...
Yeah.
Don't know if you remember before. Now all the black things that are going, because a couple of years ago they were always be in the black, going to black, do this, and now they were prepping for the next years to install all the things about
Well, it's all about inclusiveness, tolerance, and you can be whatever you want. Do what thou wilt is the whole of the law. You want to be a cat, you identify as a cat, you're a fucking cat. Tomorrow you come in as a dog, you're a dog. Anything to be completely opposite from whatever norm we had at any time that we thought was normal. It has to be complete opposite. Like, it's really quite disturbing to watch, and society accept this stuff because, the media peer pressure that takes place, because really that's the only place it's taking place. I don't see anybody bashing somebody on the side of the road or whatever, a Dollar Tree, because, they don't accept whatever. You just hear about it in these articles and stuff, in these videos they put up on YouTube and everything.
Yeah, exactly. I've never seen it live myself.
1% or something of these people that actually are trans, if you will, and also kids that are trans. Clearly, they're expecting trans kids. They would not put transgender bathrooms in kindergarten up to 5th, 6th grade or whatever. And after that, it's all in all the schools anyway. But why are you putting it in 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade schools? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
They wouldn't waste their time or money unless they were planning on making it happen.
Yeah, and also yesterday I was with a group of friends. We're just hanging out, and they were talking about the things that plays on Netflix. All these documentaries, and they were talking about you see all these children that been abducted in the years, and back then, as you said, how many times or how many people do you know that children that's been abducted? Because I don't know. I know a lot of people, and these people don't know either. So who are these children? I know that it probably exists and they probably do it, but personally, I've never heard of anyone that I know, and nobody that I know knows of somebody that he knows. So that's another question. Is it all real? Is it all fake? Is it just to wrap up the people to go rally for something? It's
there's real aspects to it.
Yeah, I know. I know. But
they
usually,
take those real aspects and blow them up.
Yeah.
Run with it.
Yeah, exactly.
They propagate you with media over it. Their agenda is clear, I mean, the drag kid thing was crazy off the charts. All these drag kids and transing themselves at such a young age, the parents standing by them. Like, the kid is the parent is the kid. And they're like, yeah, whatever he wants, I don't know, whatever they want, they're going to get. Because I support my child, or whatever it wants to be called, feline. I don't even know. It's confusion, okay? And they're creating confusion for the generations that are coming up. These people don't know which way they're going, who they are, let alone figuring out where they're at and what they're on and what the fuck happened here. And most of these people regret it later on in life when they do get some semblance of normalcy and realize, oh, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. This is what normal is, But when they're young like that, they're controlled by their families. And, the parents are paid or sometimes to do it. Like that Desmond kid, I'm sure they got paid a lot of money for Desmond.
Yeah, so it could be used to promote this fucking shit, Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
I know.
If that's what you're exposing them to and you're promoting it and giving him rewards if he does that stuff, he's going to do it.
Later, he's going to be angry at his parents for letting him. Yeah, exactly.
He should be in his late teens now, because it was like 6 years ago, I was covering him.
The day that we'll learn, but maybe he doesn't even know right now. But one day he will learn of this, and maybe he will be fucking angry at them, and probably do something crazy, Because I know one of my friend, I was going high school. He had like his sister, and he was always at his grandmother. And one day the grandmother, I don't know what she did to the sister or something. She woke up and she fucking stabbed the shit out of her grandmother, like right in front of my friend,
Why? Woke up and slapped the shit out of her grandmother? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I couldn't believe that when your sister did that. That she was so sweet, and sometimes you don't know what happened.
Respect your elders. Let me tell you, if I even rolled my eyes at my mom, she'd smack me into the middle of
it. Yeah, exactly.
Getting your ass beat's no stranger to me. Somebody's saying something about ping pong. I'm like, yeah, my mom used to have a ping pong paddle with my name on it. No kidding. I'll call her right now and verify it. Chapu, you were on the phone with me and my mom the other day. Remember when my mom called and I was asking her how old I was when I was in the hospital with pneumonia?
Yeah.
And the bat in the crib and all this stuff. These stories are real. I'm just making them up.
Yeah.
Crazy. I think I was 3 when I was in the hospital. That was crazy. I remember some of it. Anyway, we're going to drop this.
Much of my childhood until like 6 or 8 years old, But I don't even have nothing because a lot of things happen. So
What's up, Juan? I think you're tardy. I'll tell you with some tardiness here. Scroll up.
Don't be tardy for the party. I don't feel tardy.
There you
yeah,
go.
Daniel, yeah, I totally get you, because maybe it's like this for everyone in the chat here, you know, because people don't want to see it, don't want to hear about it, because it's shatters their thoughts, you know, that everything that they knew before. So they just don't want to. They just want to ignore it. So happens. So that's why I never talk about it unless people ask me about it with my friends or family, you know. But because I know that the response will be like, yeah, they don't even, they didn't even look at it first, you know. They don't have the time to take the time to get rid to look at all of this like we did, you know, because you know, you can sometimes you can just get it as the first time, but you know,
There's
it's
an
still
interest in it that we have that's on another level than common people who do say, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. I get it. But they don't really immerse themselves into it like we have. You know what I mean? So clearly there's something different about us. We have a different role to play. We feel the need to share this information and be extremely vocal about it in one aspect or another, whether it's through social media or this type of platform here, live streaming, making your own videos, or some other way, you know? And that's what I never understood, because I felt like always like everybody should be right where I'm at when you get it. But people would tell me they would get it and they'd be like, yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, a melted building. Wow, yeah, I see it. But they might not see it anywhere else or talk about it ever again. It's just that thing that we just pointed out there. And, you know, they're more into like, you know, well, how's it going to change my life if that's a melted building or a freaking mountain that took millions of years? What difference does it make? It's the same thing you heard with flat earth. Well, what difference does it make if I'm on a ball or if it's flat? Well, 5 minutes ago, you were ready to go to Mars and rent a hotel. And I just told you they're flat and stationary and that ain't happening. And now you're like, oh, well, who cares? What difference does it make in my life? That's a huge fucking difference. Can you imagine not knowing where you live your whole life? What you're on? It's like, wow, we're like lost.
yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
we're found now.
And we're not like trying to tell everyone that this is what it is and you need to see it. We're just pointing it out, and if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. It doesn't really matter. You know.
Oh, I used to be like crazy, like, why don't you see it?
Yeah, I never.
I would be like, oh, I can't leave until this person gets it. Or, you know, eventually I would get, why are you still talking about this? Why are you so passionate about this? I'm like, why aren't you?
Because
explain that to me, because I don't get it.
Because for me,
like
it's
discovering electricity.
yeah, it's always like a personal choice of vision, and you know, you let the people choose what they want to see. If they don't, they don't. They probably, but you planted the seed, so one day they might make the connection and say, "Oh, yes, that's what it is." You know.
Yeah. See, I had to learn that. I had to scale myself back with learning all this stuff and having conversations with people. I would just machine gun them when I start going. You know, just firing all this shit out because I had it all stuck in my brain. I could talk about it. I knew all the names, all the players, all the shit going on, every fucking rabbit hole. Boom, 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 boom. And they're like, please, somebody make her stop. I swear to God. So I learned, you know, so I came in hot and had to learn how to be cool about it. Now I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's why when I see these people, they're throwing stuff and telling that we're like misleading people or telling lies or anything, you know, I'm just, what the fuck are you talking about? Because we're just talking about what we see. If you don't see it,
what about these mainstream fuckers who are misleading people and telling them lies? Okay, why aren't they jumping on their fucking asses and be like, "Oh, NASA, look at how you're deceiving people," and all that? They're going to come at us who say, you know, I could be wrong, but this is what I think it is. Do I have proof? No, but there it is. You make of it what you will. A pyramid-shaped volcano? Are you fucking kidding me? A natural pile, a hill of bricks, whatever. I mean, come on, that fucking shit looks melted all over Petra. I mean, once the blinders are off, I mean, I just don't understand what their tactic is. Anyway, if people disagree, that's fine. I'm not saying this is like you have to carve it in a stone with a node and just take it as that.
It's not only like that they disagree, Jen. It's like they're trying to push another thing that their views on people, what
Yeah.
they are seeing. But we never do this here, because for me, if you do this, it's like trying to mind control someone else, and that's
Exactly.
that I really hate. So you let the people choose what they want to see, and if they're ready to see it. If not, then just move on and let it go.
You
Do
know how
your
many
own shit.
theories we've heard over the years about what this event could have been? Everything that you can think of, I've heard. I've never made one live stream saying, "Oh, well, no, it's not this." You got
No, I just
I'll put you on big screen. There you go.
no,
Stand up.
I didn't want to be on big screen, Jen.
Just stand up real quick. So we
I
can see
just
the
wanted
shirt.
to say
go.
that I'm
That-
watching you. It is.
And I have my shirt on here, guys.
Oh, you got this
Yeah.
Jonny Cool Meltology.
No, it just says Meltology 101 MAF. Melted as fuck. So yeah, you can get those over at the Meltology 101 Threadless tees, and that link is in the description below, along with Shapoop's merch link as well for Threadless. And they're having a sale. It might be over now, I think.
Yeah, it's
Right.
until the. Yeah, I think it's.
I think it's over. There was like $13 shirt sales, and they have them throughout.
They will be back until next week or in 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2-3 weeks or whatever, it'll be back in. So if you want to wait till then to get $13 shirts, and they're just a regular T-shirt. You can't get the V-neck or whatever, whatever. You just regular T-shirt, $13, and you can get a couple of Shapoop's. Shapoop's got some amazing designs over there on his site.
I just ordered one for CFM. I don't know if he's here. He's gonna get it one, So
Nice. Yeah, he definitely needs that one. He's the inception of that one. Yeah. So if you want to get a deal, wait till the sale comes back up, and you guys can, because they have it run for like a week or something, 7 days at least.
Yeah.
My allergies are going crazy. We had that hurricane come through, but we didn't get a lot of rain, just some wind, a little bit of rain. But everything's just been like really windy and kicking up everything.
Really, it didn't get here yet, so
it's a big one. You're steering that narrative for sure. I don't think these things are even natural to the way our system would. I think they're just creating them and steering them. Look what they did in Louisiana. Look what they did in Texas. They parked that shit right over Texas for 2 weeks, and then it came back like alive again over land. How the fuck does that happen? It's a landocane, right? And steers its way back somewhere else. Trust me, if they want to drop a rain bomb on your house, they will.
Yeah, they can control it now, Probably not the way that they want, and like totally control it, but they can direct it somewhere that they want for it to go, and they've been doing it for a long time now.
I appreciate you doing that.
Who's in Spartanburg?
Oh my god! I just looked at Brian Staveley's live from yesterday.
No, I didn't. No,
he's like, the hotel. It was all the power's out everywhere. I think they're in Spartanburg. They were at some hotel. They were all sitting out front in the dark. There's no food, no lights, nothing's working. I don't know what's going to happen with that. It's not like a real shit show.
Yeah.
So I think some people are going to be wanting their money back, and some people will be getting fired. But I'm not in that mess.
Maybe, but
I would have never even went. Anyway, thank you, Kurtis, for dropping both our links in here. I appreciate that. Where did the other one go?
Yeah, thanks, Kurt. Yeah, nice day you had today with Shawnee and I can't remember.
Oh, there it is. I see it. I was right above mine. There it is, guys. But like I said, it's in the description below this live stream. If you want to copy and paste it and look it up, it'll come right up for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Just right click, highlight it, right click on it, and you can go directly to it. Because
YouTube doesn't let us drop links anymore.
Yeah. You know, Jen, on my other channel, my new channel,
Mhm.
I can't post links on it
Really? Oh, I'm not surprised
because
because
no,
it's not associated with you at all.
and it's linked to this one.
Oh, it is? It's
Yeah,
linked?
yeah.
Well, be very careful with that linking your channels together.
No, it's you can create 2 channels per year on the same email.
Right. You don't
But
believe how many
I
emails
thought
I
that
have
they
in the room.
were.
I got sticky notes everywhere trying to figure out what sometimes I'll sign in and it'll be like your account has been disabled. And I'm like, no. But then I realized that was my last account, not this one that's showing up. I'm like, oh my God. Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. We're getting into Georgia. That's the country, not the state.
Not the state. Yeah, I almost wrote it on the thumbnail, but I put the flag
You put the
instead.
flag. That was a good idea. I saw that. I was like, oh, the freaking Shampoo.
Yeah.
All right. So Shampoo's got a folder on it, and I got a bunch of pictures to show. And we're also going to drop the link, guys. If anybody wants to join us, you have to have your face available for me to see backstage and your name, no avatars. And if I really don't know who the heck you are and I never heard of you, I'm not letting you in. So there's that. Just saying. But we are going to invite some to come join us if you want to. Stay as long as you want. Leave when you want. Even if you just pop it in and say hi, that's fine.
Yeah, just like Jamie did last time. It was
Yeah,
so
that was
nice
so much
to
fun.
see her say hi from her bathroom. I don't know.
Yeah, she's so cute. I said that was so raw and genuine. I love that. And she's beautiful inside and
Yeah.
out.
I'm sorry I missed. I wanted so much to just slip in, but I was like half asleep on the couch, and I fell asleep during that show. So I'm very sorry,
gotcha.
guys. I was just like tonight. I guess I won't fall asleep, but my eyes are almost closed like crazy, and I didn't smoke anything today. So
if you want to go off camera and just chill there and whatever, that's fine. I totally get it. Or if you want to dip out or whatever, just let me know.
no, but no, I got like tons of places to show from.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to look at.
But we already covered a couple places there. I probably go fast on these places we already covered. On when we did the monastic cave and stuff, because they have these monastic caverns there that they say that the monks.
It's all the monks. Yeah, guys, if you haven't seen our live stream, the monastic caves. I should re-air that again, but it's definitely on Shampoo's channel. It's definitely not on my channel. I have to put it up on this one.
Mallorca, or Mallorca. I think there was some L's in it, but yeah, the place is totally melted.
That's the first place. You're talking about that one that looks like a huge building with all the openings.
Yeah,
right? That was the first one that I had seen when I started going around looking for myself to make sure these mountains are actually buildings, right? And as soon as I saw that one, I was just blown away. And I remember the first video I watched was some guy that was going to just hike up there, like a tourist or whatever, and he videoed the whole thing. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is a building. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was a good
It's
one.
called Verdzia and Uplichki. That place is totally melted. It's undeniable,
Yeah. Yep, it's melted as fuck. Just saying.
I'll be right back. I think there's like water dripping from my.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna play something here real quick. All right, guys, let's see what we got here. Let's listen in to these folks. This geologist over here.
What we found is melted glass spherules. So this is our first clue that some high temperature event had happened. What we found is melted glass spherules. So this is our first clue that some high temperature event had happened.
Temperature sufficient to melt Earth, basically. Is that what you're saying? Hot enough to melt a car into a molten puddle of metal in the parking lot. Right.
So there already have it, and I have one more to play for you guys. I'm just going to find it. It's a geologist who actually agrees with us. What the hell is this sucker? So many fucking drops now.
They are doing another series from this not Hancock.
Who?
What's his name again? Graham Hancock.
Hancock?
The clip from the where it came from. They're doing a new series. You know, it was a series last year, and they're making another one. So we'll probably have new clips.
Yeah, but these alternative archaeological things that I used to be into, Graham Hancock, all these people, Greg Braden, you name it, I was there. Okay. But they don't talk about flat Earth, right? They may talk about ancient cosmology and stuff like that or whatever. So if they do realize that what our first clue was that there was an extreme heat event with these little glass spherules. Okay. Well, what about everything else? And then there are only two, excuses is either some kind of ancient war, or it was something from outer space that doesn't exist, or I don't even know what else they would have. Volcano.
Aliens.
Yeah, aliens. Yeah, whatever. They'll tackle the melt, but in small little increment locations. That's it. Like, oh yeah, Tiwanaku. And then you have that one part of the wall where it's all melted, and they say it went like lava or like magma, and was like, well, what did that? They think that they actually built it with these polygonal megalithic stones or whatever. I guess Tiwanaku. But they don't understand that these things expanded out and got ballooned up. And this is what we're calling megaliths now. That they're not actually megaliths. Megaliths don't exist. Not in the capacity that they're telling. They do exist, like now, if you would look at a megalith as a blown up, melted building. Not as some like ancient civilization that, just had nothing better to do but drag around giant stones and line them up together perfectly. I don't know. I'm just saying. All right, let's listen to this geologist. This geologist is not a jackwagon, okay? Because he knew as soon as he saw it what it was. Kudos to him.
When geologist Danny Hillman Nadewajana saw the pictures of the site, he immediately noticed that the hill of Gunung Padang absolutely did not fit into the picture of the rest of the site. Danny Nadewajana intuitively saw at once what had remained hidden from all the other scientists until then. Gunung Padang was not just a collection of megaliths on a natural hill. The geologist immediately suspected that the entire mountain had been the construction of humans.
Boom, baby.
Boom, baby.
That's right.
I don't have the, but I got.
Boom, baby. Say it. Boom, baby. Boom, baby.
That was in Wildwood a couple years ago. I was thinking 20. I don't know when we went there. Was it 2022? 2022, I think. That one was from. So CFM sent me something. It says Highway 107 bridge out of Greenville collapsed. But I thought they were in Spartanburg. I don't know. Maybe they are in Greenville, the Flat Earth.
Yeah, I think it's just a city that's just beside, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like, they got wiped out and they're all stuck there now. Because the bridge going out is out.
Because I think not last year, because last year was like in Vegas, or I don't know, or the year before it was in Greenville that they rented the place, the Masonic place.
I was there for that one. Yeah, it was the only lodge or only space available to accommodate the amount of people that they thought were coming, which was over 1,000 people during the pandemic, that would not enforce this mask rule or whatever, and allow us to gather that many people.
Yeah.
And whether that story is true or not, I was just grateful to be there. But I did take note of all the Masonic stuff. It was all over. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so let me see here. What are we doing, Chapeau?
Well, I guess we're gonna start with some Georgia stuff.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's just dive headfirst into one of your folders.
Yeah, we'll start with the places that we already know. like because I've got a couple of nice videos of places.
Get in and out just like a robbery.
What?
Yeah, your folders. We'll just get it in and out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, part Z. That's the place that you were talking about, right? When you first look at into this shit. This place, Jen.
Oh yeah. This is the place.
Yeah. So
the monks all carved this out.
Yeah, right. That's the story that all of this was carved out by the monks.
It's so ridiculous.
They were so busy, but if you look closely to what did I? Oh, okay, it's still loading.
We're at 30 people. Any minute now, we'll be at 33. You still there?
Oh yeah, Johnny. We're gonna show the link later. I'm looking at the comment because Johnny said I'm not sure it's that the kind of show tonight. It's always this kind of show, but we have like a lot of.
Here's the StreamYard link if anybody wants to join and you're coming in late. If I don't see your face and I don't recognize your name, you're not getting in. And if you come in and I do recognize your face and your name and you start any shit, well, the taser's going to be set on Jackwagon. So there's that. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, look at these
lines. Just saying.
And all of this. You know,
isn't it amazing how they can carve perfect squares and then other stuff's all janky and weird? Why would they do that?
Oh yeah, they couldn't do like a square door or a really straight door. No, they had to do it this way. You know, it doesn't all the doors should be like this. You know, if they did no, they just put some holes here and there. And
what we're actually seeing here is an interior part of this building. Yeah. This would be the interior spaces. Whatever was covering us up and on the outer parts of it is melted away already.
No, yeah, all of this hill here that is all the greenery.
This could be the inner center part of this building. You see what I'm saying? But the front part of it that we see is all down here at the bottom, melted out.
Yeah. And you can see it. Look at the top.
That's why it's all interconnected. It goes down levels. It goes up levels and all this stuff. They didn't come up here and carve this shit. That's just ridiculous.
Look at this entire complex here. All of it. So how many monks, you know?
And it goes all the way around the other side too, I think, partially, like kind of over a little. But it's hard to get that one full shot.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really large picture, you know.
It's steep too. How are they getting up there? They're just going to climb all the way up there and just live the rest of their lives digging it, carving this shit out.
Yeah, exactly. How many monks does it take to get to the center of it? I didn't want to do the song.
Oh, a bunch of lonely monks hiding from invaders.
Yeah, that's another narrative that they gave us because they were hiding from who, from what, and you know, if you hide here, they just gotta wait down there, and you're stuck there. You know, you can't go anywhere afterwards. So it doesn't make.
I mean, what else could they say though as a narrative if you think about it?
Yeah,
they would have to call them tombs or something. Then they'd have to explain, well, why is there a massive cathedral inside of one of these and all this other stuff? You know. It's just like Cappadocia underground, but we're seeing it above ground. Imagine that whole thing that we just had up covered to the top, and then somebody builds their house on it and goes down their basement, goes through a floor and sees all this. So it's identical to that, in my opinion.
Yeah, like this, you know, just no need for this one and these lines. Oh, might be here. Oh, that closed up, you know, and. Around even here at the really bottom.
You can see how it was melting and caving in there. Yeah.
So this one, me too, was when you first start looking at to this stuff, you stumble upon this place. And
yeah. This one blew my mind. When I first saw it, I was like, wow. I think I shared it on some kind of live stream I was doing.
Yeah, probably. And then you got these interiors that are all connected, you know, from the inside. Always with these depictions of people with erased faces, because they don't want you to know what are those faces, you know.
Right.
And this is the chapel that you were talking about, but look, it's the dome here is half of it, you know. Why would you do half of a dome?
Freya's here. Freya, we just dropped the link in the
Freya.
chat if you want to join us at all.
Nice.
Just saying. There it is. I'm so happy you made it, girl. Yeah, we did a little different tonight on Saturday.
Yeah, so this is one of the first place we look, and there's also this one that is like,
I like this one. This
Yeah.
is very telling of the melt. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how people can't see it.
No.
This place makes it so obvious. It's like Petra.
Yeah, and you can see here all the mountain. You can see the flow of it all over this place.
Do you have a shot of this place oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. When you look at the shot of this place further out, and then you go in slow, zooming in, if you can zoom in on it. This whole thing, guys. This is just a small pocket that survived. This whole thing was a building. All this back here.
Yeah.
It just didn't get covered up and melted over like the rest. It was on its way, but it
Yeah,
stopped.
because it started from the highest point, you know, and goes down, and here everything was really destroyed because all of it is over this place, you know. It flowed down and covered all of this.
So
that's why here you can see it, and just
Who's
like when
melted columns and melted steps and melted archways, just it doesn't even add up at all anymore.
Yeah, some of these columns could have been put later, like for structure support, because they want tourism, but maybe they just covered the old structures. But because here you can clearly see that there was some kind of pillar,
right? But
probably
still, the whole arch and the A-frame itself, without those fake or real pillars, is melted.
But
and nobody carved that shit like that.
Yeah. And when you these pockets of survival, because it's air pockets, and when it flows down, you can see it when you pour like cement on stuff, or you do like patches on the walls. When sometime when there's an air pocket, it leaves like a hole, and it goes over the top of things, and the pocket pops, and you can clearly see like the openings, and that's what it reminds me. And
this reminds me also of the same type of material melting over the Myra tombs. When we were looking at those, had that kind of gray matter running over and dripping over everything. You could see the flow of the melt here. It's clear as day. And it's undeniable in my question. No question in my mind.
No.
Look at this.
Yeah, look at this.
Are those ancient cart ruts? I don't think so.
Even some might say it, you know. And look at this part, this part here, you know.
Yeah, you got brick and then the melt.
Yeah.
Look at these melted steps.
This is like below, below the hill, like at the bottom part.
Right.
And clearly see there's more of it. But
I never saw that picture.
Oh no, I think I've got like
what's down the bottom before.
Yeah, I think I've got more. But look, even in the background, look at this, the entire thing.
Exactly.
Another view. What I was showing is like what's here, you know. So probably was all part of it, but this part here just collapsed totally on its own, and this one just melted down. And you can see this. This is the inside of one of the openings, the top part, just like what you would find like in any cathedrals.
Yep, exactly, Shabu.
Like this.
Oh, muffed up it is.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You see this pillar, you can clearly see that it's not original.
That's very true. That's very true.
Let's see.
Yeah, the
But
pillars.
look at this one. This one is like melted. But
Yep.
these ones are like new cement covering on top.
Stalactites and stalagmites don't exist. They're just melted pillars and columns.
All right, what I was trying to find the bottom. Yeah, you can see here more villages on the bottom here. You can clearly see that this float. The picture is not that good, but look at the flow. Like you would see like a landslide or something. It does the
Right.
same effect
It's a
all
melt
around.
slide.
Yes, it's a melt slide.
And if it was up more steep, it would be like a rock curtain flowing down over everything.
Yeah, exactly, Jen. Oh, what's this? Just melted steps. Again, look at these braces. Now, like they look like one piece. What they would call it, like marble, or not marble, but
It looks like
yeah, the
beams.
name. Yeah, that's what I was talking.
Look at the wall, though, where this little janky doorway is that's all blocked off. It is just swirling around over here, and it's solidified like that.
Yep.
Can you zoom in on that wall a little? I don't see any pickaxe marks.
No, there's none of here.
Weird, warped out wall.
Yeah.
The same old janky doorway. That's all they knew how to carve. But
Yeah, these monks carved
beautiful
these
room.
probably to put their wine here, the cheese here. I know. What the fuck?
Yep, sure. Look at these twisted melted steps right here. Oh my god. Look at that. That's cool. I love it. Love me some melted steps.
All right. Yeah, this view is nice. Look at this, Jen.
Yes. All muffed up. Oh, wait, I got dropped for that.
Definitely muffed up.
Double echo. Nice. Yeah, you can clearly see that the buildings are not there anymore. You can clearly see that
There's just barely nothing left of them. They're all melted.
Foundation here. Yeah. Probably was still up, but they destroyed half of it later.
So if you go underground here, there's probably caves and caverns running through this whole thing, just like that other supposed mountainous monastoic cave, whatever that thing is.
Yes.
Could you imagine how many things are trapped in their locations where they didn't it closed up mostly, but probably left rooms and stuff, and in the center of what we call mountains now.
I went hiking a couple mountains, and sometimes you walk on the place and it sounds hollow, beneath your feet, and I don't have a pickaxe or anything to dig, but that there's an opening below. And last time I showed where I was at the quarry. I said it right. The quarry near here, and I tapped with the rock, and inside that rock it was hollow, and something must be trapped inside there.
What's interesting, though, is that how our minds pick up on a first impression, or the first information that enters our consciousness about a location. If we're told something, especially from what we would consider authority or people of authority in their fields on televised your vision, or even magazines talking about these locations. If they say it's carved and why they carved it, for whatever military reasons or just to meditate, that's the information that sticks with us. And, we don't question it. And then one day when you do question it, the other narratives are harder to get through because that one's been with you so long. You know what I mean? It's just like a first impression.
Yeah, exactly.
They've impressed it upon us that it is this narrative when it's not. It's completely something different, but that's all we'll see unless we stumble upon something that shows us differently. Like, look at this. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. I said, Meltology really does make it all make sense. It really does. All these caves and underground cities and crazy ass stuff that's going on.
So this is the bottom part again.
It's all cooked out.
The place, yeah, you can see that it's all destroyed and
Really little remnants left of the just
and you can
peeked
see
out of
that
the melt.
yeah, it goes down. Look here, this thing, it's all buried
Wow.
by the melt flood, you know, because the mud doesn't come from anywhere. It comes from these buildings.
That's right.
You know, I don't know why these mud flood guys don't get it.
They're stuck in the mud. They just
Exactly.
that's fine with me. They can stay there. I'm cool with it. Just got to stay in their lane and leave me alone. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
No, it is.
But they love starting shit. Can't help themselves.
No, they can't because they have nothing else, you know. That's all they have to.
That's like the definition of pathetic, in my opinion.
All right, so this place we all seen it. We get over it, but we'll get to the new places.
Melanie's here. She's tardy. Girl,
He
where's
is tardy.
getting some glue? Where you been?
Retard.
I don't feel tardy.
All right, so this place, I think you've seen it one time. Maybe I've showed it. It's another monastery, Jen. But
Of course it is. These monks have nothing better to do but carve stuff all day.
yeah, this is the
Whatever.
inside. And what's the view? Yeah, look at this. You're just gonna put like these windows and doors into the mountainside because look at this. And this is the inside of it. You can clearly see that it was a building, you know.
Yep, and I agree here, Daniel, because we're not given any alternative explanation. We're given what their explanation is of these things. It was carved out by an ancient civilization or whatever. You know what I mean? If you don't come upon the truth, you know, and understand it, you'll never understand the lie. And you know, why are they doing this? Why are they even telling us all this crap? That they know what they know what this stuff is. They don't want you to know.
No, exactly. So yeah, look, all of this mountain here.
Look at that. That looks like the cavettes.
Yeah, the Mesoverde cavettes at the Verde River.
Yes. Those were fun. I would like to check those out.
Yeah, look at this part here. Yeah, probably gonna put the door and look. There's the inside of this building right there. And when you get closer, you can clearly see. Look. Oh, it's that sedimentary layers made out of bricks. What the fuck?
Sedimentary layers spit out bricks.
So they probably carved a mountain to look like this, Jen. No. What the fuck? Fuck what?
I don't know. Going on here.
All right. So this place is really interesting because it goes really down on one side and you can clearly see more windows and doors all the way down. These monks were crazy. Another section.
Daryl Davis says Graham Shilcock. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Jonny Cool in the house. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, Johnny.
Welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How's it going with you?
That's pretty good. Pretty good. I hope the room's bright enough. It takes a lot to drown out the headset. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Right enough.
It's almost too bright. But these are the only I bought these expensive headphones, you know, like $100 headphones, and these are actually better than the expensive ones. So
Yeah.
they just work better, you know.
Well, they look good. I like them.
Yeah.
You know all about the lights.
They lit up the room, so nice. So this is the picture. Yeah, this is the picture from the thumbnail, and you can clearly see something really happened to this place because they call this a castle, you know. And when you go closer, like here, you can see this is the other side of it. But when you get closer, like around here, even here, you can see it clearly. See like the coloring of the supposed rock and what they built on. You know, who would clearly put rocks like this to hold like a castle that was much higher than this? You know, you think it's gonna support here with no mortar like this? It doesn't make much sense, you know?
It's just ludicrous, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know how you can just believe that shit. And here you can see still the red in it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, Jen.
That's crazy.
Because here I put I did it like because I have the picture, but look at this bricks here, right? So who's just gonna go put some bricks right in the side of the
right?
thing,
Yeah.
you know? I'm trying to find it.
Carve into the side of it.
Yeah, exactly. And this is at the bottom, you know. So, but I'm trying to find a picture that I took to crop to do that one, just to make. Is it this one? No, this one. Ah, which one is it? I think it's no. That's the same one.
Wow, this is crazy. This melt. So great.
Oh my god, I can't find it. That's weird. Anyway, but look, this is another side. What? Yeah, totally. Clearly see how it melted. But no,
it started sliding down that way. It was probably upright, much higher. I see what you're saying.
But this formation, they're probably going to say that it rose up from the ground, because that's how geologists will say that that's how these mountains are formed, you know, and they just built this thing on top of the mountain. But look, here, you know, there's a door and a door here, and
Why would you do that? You wouldn't.
No, exactly.
Any steps up to those doors by any chance?
No, not even.
How about the tombs in Turkey? They just scaled down the side of this cliff wall and just carved out fucking.
And here you can clearly see that these walls of this fucking castle, and there. Oh yeah, just put one brick.
That's funny, Chapu.
Yeah, because
that one brick right there, right?
Yeah. They had only one brick, so they had
janky rock all around, one brick. That's all they could muster up.
Yep.
There it is. Without that brick, it'll all fall apart.
Yeah.
Wonder bricks.
Yeah, wonder bricks. Look, that's
big bricks in your ass is bad for your health, Melanie.
Yeah, this section here, it's really hard to.
Look at that. Wow.
To explain to why
it has no functionality right there, just like that.
Yeah, because here this part is just made of brick and stone, but you know, you can see that it melts into this part here on the top, and at the bottom doesn't.
I think this is one thing that these haters don't understand, Chapu, is like we're not dealing with a scientific experiment here. You know, this is evidentiary, right? We're basing our theory on evidence, right? And that's the part that they don't understand.
Right, because they're still tied to the geological narrative in some way. Once they throw that out and you start looking at it with new eyes, and clearly we're not on a ball, there's no millions of years, all this stuff, what's going on here, you know?
Can
They're
see,
still
so
holding on to certain narratives, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or they just don't want to see it. You know, I clearly think that some of them just don't want to see it. They make stories in their mind just to tell themselves that that's not what they see. So they try to explain anything that doesn't make sense. Even if that doesn't make sense, that they will believe it. So,
you know, I've heard them, different, whatever they are, trolls, say like, you know, oh, you know, they're crazy that they think this is this or whatever. But they never say what they think it is. You know what I mean? What's your explanation? You know, where's your proofs at? And, you know, show the evidence that you have or whatever. Talk about that.
To do a scientific experiment, you have to know all of the variables, right? And you don't know them because it was in the past.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. It's like we're trying to reconstruct a crime scene here.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. And I think some of them, their brain cannot compute. Cannot compile all the information and put it all together. They can't. They just can't. Doesn't. Yeah, they don't have the capabilities to do it. I thought that everybody could, but now some of them they just can't. I'm sorry, you know.
Probably just like the people who still think their vote counts and all that. You know, you can't ever change their minds. And, you know, they can just stay where they're at. We just have to keep moving forward. At the end of the day, this information is for you personally and how you see the world and how you can have a new perspective on it and see through the lies and bullshit. You all know you've been lied to about everything. Yeah. You can say, oh, they lied to us about everything. But then, you know, you're still going to believe in the Democratic Party and you know, whatever. You don't even have a democracy. It was supposed to be a republic. You can't have both.
Get them to explain that one, Chapu, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was
right there.
Look at where the bricks are. So somebody came and put the bricks later on.
In there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's hilarious, man.
Look how it goes right into the mountain, and you know,
it's mind-blowing.
No mortar. I guess they just stacked them.
Yes.
Yeah. But here you can see that the heart is stone. Oh, here it's all bricks, and comes back to stone. You know, so yeah,
yeah. But it does take a toll on our, like with your families and stuff, Jan. You know, looking at this stuff as you were mentioning earlier. You know, I'm here right now trying to fix my family a little bit, you know, and make sure my girls understand that, you know, just because I look into this stuff, it doesn't mean I don't love them anymore. Or, you know, it's a difficult road. It's a difficult road. That's all I'm saying.
I agree, 100%.
Exactly.
Because my family a lot of times would feel kind of strange talking about certain things. Like it would always start off like, well, I know you don't agree with this, or I know you don't celebrate that, but, you know, it wouldn't just be a normal roll into conversation. That would always have to be thrown out first and stuff. I'm just like, whatever. I don't care. You like Christmas? You like Christmas. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you know, shame on you and you're doing all this and I can't come and hang out because, you know, it's a personal journey. And it's important to me. It's important to everybody else. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't mean to derail what you were saying there, Chapu. I mean, but
I didn't say no. I was listening to you guys. I was just I don't need to say anything about this.
I know
it's so obvious. Yeah,
it's so obvious, man.
Yeah. Because how can you? You know, if you know something about building something, you will never do this like that. Never.
Right. No.
You know, and if you say yes, they do, then I don't know what to say to you. You don't know stuff. You're just ignorant. That's all. You're not stupid. You're not nothing. You just don't know. You know, or
no one would build like that.
No.
No one.
Well, these people who are tied to these narratives that were anchored in us all our lives are in the world, or be in the world, but not of
Yeah,
it. They're
yeah.
of the world. Excuse me. They're of the world. They're of these narratives. They don't see it any other way. They're the authority. It's the authority thing that really got us, because that's who dishes out these narratives.
So I've heard like someone come in, Jen. If you.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, Shawnee?
ShawnyBee.
Oh, nice.
Just wanted to drop in and say hi.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice of you.
Can't stay too long, but I just wanted to say hi to everybody.
That's awesome. You guys did some cool boots on the ground, and I was actually have your video up of the granite rock that the skin came off a little and the bricks are in there. I was going to show that on my turn here.
Nice.
I really like that.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome meeting David today.
Oh, that's cool. David Wayne, right? Is this your
Yep, it was pretty awesome.
Nice.
I honestly like that title, Redbrick Saturday. I think that's going to go nationwide or maybe worldwide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice ring to it,
Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
That's the picture that was look. Can clearly see like a close up of what I was showing, like Johnny.
Yeah.
You can clearly see it was all bricks, and how can you do this? Really?
Can you zoom into the bottom there, Chappelle?
Yeah, I tried to.
Okay. Because those bricks down below are almost like they're in good condition, really good condition.
Yeah. Look at this. This part is like fused, melt into it, and then clearly nice bricks.
Wow.
And
it's awesome. Yeah.
How can this thing hold all of this? Unless it's fused together.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no way to explain it.
You can see where that nice brick leads up and over to the janky weird rock. That's good. It's just like you don't build like that. And if they had red brick here, they had red brick everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Kurtis was saying, a few more seconds of heat, and that would have all been just mounted.
Oh, yeah.
Like
absolutely. I feel these pockets of survival were left by the creator for us to see. And they knew this. This is why they had to come in with geology and their plaques and their authority figures to tell us what this stuff was. Once population started to pick up again during the short season of Satan, there was a time when all this information was lost, and they could come in. They knew the information, and they just flipped it all on us because they want to hide God, his creation, his judgment, and his handiwork, obviously.
What was that little flag on the top there, Chappelle? Was that
that's the Georgia flag?
Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot for us to find, man.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Mel, you're right.
This is jack wagon free zone, so you can't really. That's right. You'd have to let them in, right, to say it. So
there's another view of the same one. You can clearly see that it just hangs in there. It was probably a big hard jar door or something else, maybe at the same height, and it slid down at the same time and still have its integrity. Some people ask, how can they still be up straight if everything melted and everything? But if you look at some, let's say, ice cream on a plate, and you leave it there, it's gonna start from the bottom and just spread out from the bottom, and the top part will still be intact.
Yeah, and it'll teeter sometimes and slump, but it's still usually right. You can still make out the top of the ice cream. Yeah.
Building, the building on the top, Chappelle, it just looks like it's about to slide off.
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, it could slide up any moment. But they tell us that this is there since like the 280. So it won't go away soon.
Like to see the horses that got them up there.
Yeah, Johnny.
Good point. Right? Good point.
And their mortar sloshing around. It's time sensitive mortar.
Yeah.
My goodness.
It's just like cement.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. So you can imagine this thing much bigger, much larger, and much higher.
Oh yeah.
Much higher.
So what we see here, it's like just a portion of what it was. It's not even to the scale and the greatness of what it was. It's,
I was shocked to find out that mountain has no standardized geological meaning. Shocked and then not surprised. There's more proof on our side, you know. What the fuck's a mountain? You don't know what a mountain is. Tell me what that mountain is. What is it? It's a mountain of what? Melted building. That's about it.
Yep. So this is the view. You can clearly see all the openings and it's melted over itself. And
I think that's what gets most people mad too about the mountains.
Yeah.
yeah,
The macro is definitely the more challenging one, Shawnee.
Yep.
That's why I start with the micro. Like I start with the walls, just showing like the way I did in my intro video, just simple, real simple, transitional stuff. And then going to the mountains or melted buildings, that one's a bit more challenging. But I've got some people who are listening, you know, and they can see it, you know. So don't give up.
I'm still working on believing that one.
It
Yeah,
takes
because
a little bit to get there. I totally get that.
Yeah.
what I like to say about that is like, if you can clearly see the brick transition into a rock, you know. So if one can become a rock, so all of them could. So that's the basis of what this. So if this whole section can become a rock, so an entire mountain can also. So it's not that.
It's not too much for somebody to imagine that thing is a whole tree stump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it's a sleeping giant. Okay, but it's a lot of people have trouble getting to the
But
part
you have
where
to
all
go.
these
Yeah.
mountains are actually buildings and melted.
You have to go further than just looking at. You need to look for evidence of what you to support what you're saying, and they don't really. They just say stuff, you know. They never find like piece of tree or pieces of bodies or anything, you know. But
We were talking about that today.
Yeah. Nice.
About the trees and the people and how we all stumble into it and we all end up here.
Yeah. That's because I had said that too a few live streams ago, because I was into the quarry stuff. Earth was quarried, right? No trees on Earth. Everything was like sleeping giants and trees and all this stuff. Went to the mud flood. Didn't stay there too long. It was fun there for a minute, but you know, I kind of clicked Jerry's video one day, and then I was like, I totally get where the mud's coming from now, because of course that was my question, just like anything, you know, critical thinking person would ask, where's this mud come from? Who cares, Jen? Let's just look at the evidence that the building is mud flooded. Okay, that's great. I see half windows everywhere. Where did this come from? How did it happen? And
but pictures like the one Shapu is showing right now just disproves the tree theory, you know, completely. Is like you've got bricks inside the mountain. It's you know, they're
exactly. But they will try to say, oh yeah, they built this on top of the tree. Yeah, but if I go down, what's going on? So
somebody will say that that's a giant's heart, and that's one of his pulmonary arteries or whatever.
No, for the tree, the Titans, they have to make stuff up for this to make sense for them. Here, we don't have to make anything up. We just find the evidence, you know. It's just there.
Yeah.
But
I told people, I said, if I see something that's a tree, okay, I'll look at it. But if I see a brick, it's game over. You know?
Yeah, we can go touch that too. Like go right up to it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to make up a story of the silicone era that nobody knows, nobody's seen, and nobody even know if it's true or not. They just make stuff up. That's bothered me the most, because you have no other things that you made up to back up your evidence. Anyway, that's so stupid to me, because if you look at this stuff, how this brick is holding all of this, and like you showed that when this one just hangs out in the air like this, and this one, you know. And anyway, I don't even have to say stuff about this. It's so obvious.
Well, you know, they don't have any content, so they have to do this type of stuff, you know.
Yep.
We're just moving forward, and that's what we do.
Yeah. And then when you look at this again, the geologist will say, "Oh yeah, it just rose from the ground because the plates just squeezed together."
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I also want to say real quick, thank you to all the trolls who like to do hit pieces on us and talk smack and everything, because you actually drive traffic over here to check out what we're talking about. And there's always people who see it and get it and stay and stick around. So thank you very much.
Then because the real people that do the research will see this and they say, okay, I will go look to it myself. And they won't just believe other people what they're saying about other people that they don't know. The people that believe this, it's the people that are easily mind controlled and they don't look at anything. But if you go look to it for yourself, you will see it right away that, okay, stuff that they show does make some sense, and
that's when I know I'm on the right track too.
yeah, exactly, Shawnee. I oh my God, dude, you have to deal with all these messages from that person, every time.
Yep.
It's crazy.
So I'm kind of cool to say hi to Jonny. I've been waiting to say hi to you.
Oh, hey, how's it going, man?
Yeah, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's good to meet you too. You guys are doing a great job over there. So
yeah,
that's
thank you.
Very exciting stuff going on.
So fun.
So here, that's a perfect example of these. Some people don't believe that these blocks can become, or they are from bricks. But here you can clearly see how it formed, or it melted into this form of bricks, and because all of this was fused together in some way or form that
that's another one. That's another one, Chapu, that I have challenge with is how many bricks become one. I was having trouble with the expansion of a single brick into like a huge stone, like
this here.
But the multiple bricks becoming one, that makes a bit more sense to me. Morphing together.
Because continue.
No, it's just difficult to comprehend the expansion to that degree. I can imagine it getting a little larger, but not to that size, or like Peru, like the Peru ones we showed. I mean, those are hard to imagine to being one brick.
No, I know, I totally get you, because even me, I look at some and no, but then you find another one that's like this, and okay, it could possibly be. And I'm not saying that I know everything, but I've showed like these the comparison with what happens in the micro with the grain growth and stuff. And that's what happens to it. So it is possible for it to do the same thing. I'm not saying that is exactly, but to me, that what it looks like it can do. And
this goes back to, it's not a scientific theory. It's your evidentiary. It's evidentiary. You're going by what you see. And that's what a courtroom does, right? A courtroom will do that.
Right. If you can have it form on a micro level, it stands to reason that it could do the same thing on a macro level.
Macro. Okay, that makes sense.
Just because we can't do it ourselves on a macro level, I mean, sure, I guess we could set off a nuclear bomb or something, but I don't even know what that would do for melt or whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is if you can show it in the micro and better understand it that way and what's happening and taking place, and we see it on the macro, you can definitely apply the two, connect the two together. Of course, if you have a different opinion and you think something else is causing it, you can always make your own video and show your own evidentiary evidence for the court.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your own work. Yeah, work for yourself.
Yeah.
That's
they wouldn't have channels if it wasn't for us.
No.
Yeah, exactly. And there's people you always got to watch out for. A lot of new people start getting into the melt. They don't know the history behind a lot of other people. Other people buddy up to them. It's like, oh, hey, what's up? Come over here. You find yourself in a world of shit and realize that person was just using you to get to us. There's a lot of weird stuff going on out there. It's not just us that have to be careful. It's all you guys out there watching all of us. And if you get contacted by somebody who you don't recognize, or they leave a comment under your video or whatever, ask one of us. Have you heard of this person? What do you think? What's the story here?
Even people you do recognize.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you can clearly see how the size that what they were, and you can see this one is much bigger and fused and like this one, like how it's big one block, but you can clearly see that they use this size, or not that they use this size, because they use the covering, and the covering is made out of lime, and when the lime is heated, it creates more fusion, and it just meld all together and create this big block of stuff. Because of the big heat. But because they are so close together, they cannot expand more, so they create these lines, and they make straight lines, just like when you heat bread or biscuit in your pan. They do the same thing.
They go to the limit at the edge of the parameter that it has and forms that.
Is it just me,
and
or am I?
That line plays a huge part in it too, with the extra going on.
I'm seeing Kurtis's pattern in there, on that one, right? On that block right there. Yeah, there seems to be a pattern on there. So I don't know what Kurtis thinks about that.
Yeah, probably here the node
Kurtis
here.
is the pattern.
Yes.
He's turned it into a node.
Yeah.
No, but it's the basis of all things, the pattern that you see, because if you go study all the metaphysical people from the 1800s that studied all this stuff, they all talk about the same things. And I send Kurtis for him to study the Walter Russell stuff, because all of his stuff is all nodes and stuff like this. And when he studied it, he will clearly see all of it, like it will be the matrix for him,
Right.
He will see through the lines everywhere. So yeah, this place in Georgia, there's so much smelt like this place. We showed many times this location, and you can clearly see so much transition in this one, and really some stuff really hard to make up, because it goes into this and change into the mountain. And
they say they carved it, but yet there's brick everywhere.
I was gonna say, so they carved into the side of that mountain. What about maybe 6 feet before they started making a house?
yeah, exactly.
Dude, it's just ludicrous.
Yeah.
And then they brought their donkey.
Yeah.
And their mortar splashing around.
Because today, with the power tools that we have, that's what we do. I have friends that work in construction of big hydro dams here, and they have to drill into the mountains, and just to put the foundation like stuff right in it. But that only drilling the stuff in the mountain took like 5 years for before any construction is done.
Yes.
But at that time, what kind of tool that they use?
I know.
It's
one mistake, Shabu. One mistake, right? When you're carving out that building, and it's all scrap, right?
Exactly.
They're like, oh, fuck it, we'll just go with the janky, weird windows and doors since you fucked up that good one.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the next mountain.
Next one.
It's the style.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and here you can see you build something like this. Look at this shit,
Need to fire those bricklayers. I'm sorry, that's shit.
Day laborer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Utterly incredible. And the funny thing too is that say if they do see this, I see what you're saying, but it had to be something else. It couldn't have been extreme heat and melt it.
Right.
It's like, okay, you're agreeing with me on one side that you see this brick in this wall that's all looks like melted, but you want to tell me it had to be something else besides melt. Well, what? Oh, extreme water. I don't think so. I think water came to help solidification and your mud flood flowing everywhere. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody came stuck that brick in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's so funny when someone says that, oh yeah, they just stuck that brick. Yeah, there's some places it's obvious that they did, but in some, man, come on, really, like right here, yeah, they just came and put these bricks here.
Why would you build on that thing?
Just for fun, and like,
I know, why would you?
This one clearly
level, or whatever.
I've done foundation, you wouldn't.
Look at the China Wall, the Great Wall of China. How the hell did they do that over those mountaintops with their mortar slashing around everywhere and their bricks?
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
And you can see that this place leads to this. You see that it's all slid on its sides. This entire here, there was it was viscous underneath at some point to make it fall like this.
Yeah, and I think this happened like within a day. In my opinion.
Yeah.
An instant, or it could have been in a day. I just see these things. It's like when your butter melts in the pan and then it just kind of bubbles out at the end and spreads out. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I think it's like that quick.
And it kind of topples over too, Jen. You know what I mean? It slides over to the side, when it's melted from the bottom. So
I think that's a telltale sign of how high these buildings were at one time.
Mm-hmm.
You do that.
Pretty tall.
I like that one.
That you got these type of things that doesn't make sense building like this, put some bricks.
You know how melted it is at the bottom
there. Yeah. Here, what happened here,
What's amazing to me is that we've seen this type of stuff all our lives and just never even questioned it until all this.
No. And here and
it's
you
scary when you think
like,
about it, how easily deceived we've been and never questioned none of this stuff.
Then you got like these red spot that geologists.
Why would we think of it though? Like, why would we think of it? We were taught differently our whole lives, so it wouldn't even come to mind.
No, exactly.
They trained us like dogs, to see it a certain way.
Can you go back to that one, Chapu, that building just a couple of slides ago? Okay, see, down at the right-hand side, right? Are we expected to believe that they would build on top of existing rocks? They wouldn't clear the rocks away?
Yeah, that's what they would.
They would start building right on top of that rock?
That's what they want us to believe, yeah.
Because you would want perfectly flat to start.
That's what I would do. That's
exactly.
What I would do.
I'll do always. Why would
My
you?
Goodness. And is that little door? Is that for a cat to go in or something?
Yeah.
Half ass backwards, and yet it stand and last the test of time, right?
Yeah.
It's Jinxie door.
Yeah, it's a Jinxie.
That's insane.
So funny. Yeah. And I want to show this one because you can see all these lines, the red lines. They will tell us that it's red because there's a lot of iron. But we know that's not totally the case. Yes, there was iron, but there was iron also in all these bricks.
And what's go back again, Chipu? What's that down below? Is that like bricks down at the bottom of it?
That's what it looks like.
This?
No, it almost looks like bricks on the bottom.
Here?
Millions a year of water.
It's just different color, but
it's just more condensed, more compressed, because look,
the weight of the building,
yeah.
Heat and pressure. This gives you crystals.
Heat from below.
Wow, look at all that. They're just living amongst the melt, and they don't even see it.
It's insane.
No, and here you can see some pocket of survival just popping up here all over this place, and most of them have no names because you cannot even search for these places. I tried many times to look at the location around this, and they always show you only this part or a little section that I show, like this one around. It's almost impossible to find, and you have like this, like steps, melted steps.
What?
I have a better picture of these steps, and you'll see.
What the heck?
Where are they?
Oh, there they are.
No, this one just it's probably a flow of of something during the
These
melt.
guys say they carved this channel in here for irrigation or some shit, right?
Yeah,
right. Yep.
So where is that picture? Is it this one? Yeah, look, it's the same place, but nobody carved this like this.
Geologist nightmare right there.
Yeah, exactly.
They had a lot of foot traffic back then. These were, you know,
Yeah.
popular route right here.
Yeah, and hard to find. It got squeezed, this one.
I got a melted bridge to sell you.
Yes.
Have you seen the melted aqueduct that Chaput shows? Oh my gosh, it's so melted. It's an aqueduct.
Yeah.
There's no denying it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why that's where I found, because that someone it was a geologist that was explaining how this stuff was formed, and this is where I got the sintering stuff, because it was showing, comparing with the sintering, and said, man, that does make fucking sense. And I just look into more of it, and it does make completely make
It really
sense.
does. The expansion, the polygonal walls. You are the only one that has ever come up with an explanation for the polygonal walls that they're seeing all over the world.
Yeah.
I mean, we know it was from heat and pressure and all this stuff, and it wasn't, you know, carved or megalithic, but to put it together with a supposed scientific theory, or not even a theory, scientific proof of it having happened on the micro, and
Yeah.
seeing it, watching it, it's like you're just watching the whole wall form. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it made sense to me, and I just wanted to show to people that this is how it could have been. And for me, it's not just could, it is what it's happening for me, you know.
Agreed.
If you see
and, you
it,
know, we're not pushing that on anybody. It works for us. If it doesn't work for you, and you come up with something else, that's fine too. I don't care. It's not like we're like bashing this into your head, but you know, we're not going to present something without, you know, fully looking into it and feeling confident enough to share it with you guys, our opinion. You know, we could be wrong. Sure, we could be wrong, but
honestly, Jan, I don't even mind if someone puts out an idea that hasn't been fully tested, you know, but because it gives us all a chance to look at it and see, you know, is it real or not? And there's so many people in this group now that the things we're looking at, if we didn't think that this was genuine, we wouldn't be here, Jan. We wouldn't be here at all. So why would we even look at it?
Yeah.
And if you think it's a tree stump, well, at least we can agree that it's not what the geologists are telling us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's stop bickering and figure out why they're fucking lying to us. What is the motive behind the lie? Because clearly it's not what they're telling us, even if you and I disagree. And that's common ground, in my opinion. Because isn't that what we're trying to get to? Why are they hiding this from us? Why are they giving us this geological narrative and the globe and millions of years, deep time, the theoretical geological theories and stuff?
Yep.
Make us feel like a speck.
I was on a live stream just a little while ago, and I won't say who with, but you all know who it is. And I was just saying, look, you're bashing someone else's idea of what happened, and yet in the same, the next sentence later, you're trying to give your idea of what happened, and you're expecting everyone else to just go ahead and believe that. Well, you have to give credence to someone else's idea then as well, right? I mean, you can't just bash everyone's ideas and expect them all to listen to your idea.
And you know, if I disagreed with somebody's idea, I would say why I disagree with it and just move on. You know, for me, I see it this way. It happened like this, okay? And maybe you think it was that, and that's fine. You know, I have heard theories in the past of what the X Factor event actually was and stuff. I've never discussed it or talked about it. I just listen and be like, okay, well, you know, maybe, I don't know. Something did all this, and they're lying about what all this is, what it is.
I mean, we all should be grown up enough to be able to understand that, you know, we can have our own thoughts. We don't have to accept what everybody else is telling us. You know, you can have your own thoughts.
We should have our own thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely.
We should all have different theories and thoughts of what's going on.
Yeah.
Until we find common ground.
Agreed.
But these pictures that Chapu's showing, it's almost undeniable that that building is part of that mountain, or the mountain is part of the building, whichever way you want to look at that.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm searching for one picture in particular that I can't seem to find right now because I've got so much in this.
You got more pictures than Yandex, Chapu?
Right? I like that. We said that the other night. That was a good one. And if anybody here doesn't know, Yandex has, just look up Yandex and then go to Yandex and put in their search bar, whatever location you want, click on images. They have the really, really good high definition, high quality, zoom in, really close quality for pictures over on Yandex.
Because on Yandex, you can choose the one, the size that you want. If they don't have a bigger size, that you will have the choice to see it. So that's why it's nice.
Yeah, and then you can also save those pictures for your presentation. Like, look at this, guys. What is going on here?
Zoom that a little bit more,
dude.
Please.
Yeah,
see these arches? They're your cavettes.
Yeah.
This is the same location I was just showing, but you can clearly see that they tried to remove all of this, and now the bottom part, that's the only thing that's left now today. But this was like in 1800s.
That looks all buried right there.
Yeah. The city is all built on top of it already.
Yeah.
You know?
The front of those arches there, are they bricked up to stop people going in there, or was the bricks there already? You know?
I think that's the melt and the destruction that just filled all of it.
No, on the bottom left.
Yeah, those ones.
Right down there, yeah.
Oh, this one. Yeah. I don't.
It makes me wonder if they bricked it up so people can't go in there. You know,
I know it does seem like it could be that, Johnny, and I, to a certain extent, on one hand, agree with that. That's one theory, and I think if you look at these as components, and if you're trying to redirect energy or whatever information that flows through your grid system, in this case, it would be energy, free energy system, and some components have certain parts of them blocked off.
Okay.
Redirect.
Stuff. It depends on what it is, and those are the logic gates that we were talking about. This, I think, would explain more why we see, walls that look like they had a window there and it's bricked up, but it looks part of the old world as well. Like, because we're not looking at these things as components, we're looking at as a building. And why would somebody brick up that door? You know what I mean? But it's actually a flow of the energy and maybe harnessing it. Flow a different way, maybe.
Because
I'm not sure.
I will show you what they did with this part here that you see here.
Yeah.
Look at this this church on top here.
Right.
This is today. You can see that all the bricks are below the water.
Wow.
What you just showed now here, because where the arch is.
Yeah.
This is.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see that they flooded the entire valley like they do almost everywhere.
Too much to destroy. Let's just flood this valley and forget about it.
Here you can see that all the bottom was brick, Wow. And now you have the water at probably this level now. So they did that so many places that I found out that they flooded. You can clearly see here, like some door right here, and the entire place was all bricked up at one point.
We've seen something similar to this in Italy, I think we were looking at that.
Yes, more in Italy and many other places. If you look at the oldest pictures you can find of the place, most of the time they flooded the entire place.
Wasn't there a thing just recently about Venice where the water got so low that they started seeing the melt underneath it? They could see what I'm calling the melt underneath it, because the water got so low.
Yeah.
You remember that a while back? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm hearing some feedback. I don't know.
I don't know what. I think there's something playing.
All right, hold on. Let me take the out quick. All right, it's definitely ShawnyBee.
Oh, Shawnee.
Shawnee.
You're getting feedback on your mic, Shawnee.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's still there?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just like you're getting feedback, I think, from your microphone.
Is it better now?
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything around you or anything like a fan on or anybody listening to TV in the next room or anything?
No, but I can go anyway, so.
Are you sure?
I mean, is it better? Or can you still hear it?
I mean, I can hear it a little bit. It's not like it's annoying or anything. We're just trying to figure out where it's coming from.
Huh.
Like, is there any wind coming in a window or something? It sounds like it.
Yeah, it might be a feedback from the
I think so. Feedback.
Is that better?
A little bit,
Nope.
yeah.
It was for a second.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat are saying that it is quite annoying. So,
I'll let you go anyways. I gotta go. So.
All right, Johnny. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Shawnee.
it was good to meet
Yeah,
you, bro. Good to meet
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Have a good one.
Keep them boots on the ground, man.
That's right. Oh, baby.
Go look at it.
Bye, guys.
All right, you guys keep going. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
All right. So this place is really interesting because if you can see that it's just like a big rock pillar that they supposedly built another church on top of it. You know?
So you're gonna hoist your bricks. What? How many 100 feet? 1,000 feet?
Oh yeah,
up onto the top of that freaking rock for no reason. For no reason.
For no fucking defense purposes again.
Oh yeah, defense, of course.
But look at it. You can see the lines, the bricks, just the closed up apertures and stuff inside of it. You know, it's just crazy place.
And hold on, Shifu. So if it was that violent in that era, right? You had to build your church on top of a mountain. Are you going to have time to hoist your bricks up there? Aren't they going to kill you whilst you're doing it? You know,
exactly, Johnny.
It's just crazy, bro. It's a crazy story.
That's what I like to say every time that people that says it's about defense purposes. Okay, so if your enemy knows that you're trying to build that castle, won't they try to stop you before
you build it?
You build it, yeah. You know.
Shit, dude.
Oh no, and they did it all at the same time. You know, oh no, we will fight in 100 years, so let's build this shit together.
Oh my goodness. That's ludicrous, dude.
That's ludicrous for sure. Yeah, and you can see that it's clearly part of the other section here that survived. You know, it survived the meltdown. Because if you look around it, there's more of it, and all around it, below it, there's like destroyed structures and everything. It's just a weird place, and this is the mountain.
Can you go back one, Chapeau? Because so that one doesn't look very safe. I'm sorry from this view. I'm not building my church on top of that one. It looks like shit, dude. It looks like it's about to fall over.
Yep. Can fall over anytime. You can see it's right on the cliffside. And
what the hell?
Yeah.
The monks, they love building up there.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Look at how muffed up all that is. Another thing people have a hard time wrapping their head around, besides the fact that we are saying that all the mountains are melted buildings, it's that everything was brick.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
that one. It was difficult. I know, Jan, making that transition from, a house being melted to a mountain being melted. That was difficult. But watching your video with that guy, who I'm not going to mention, it kind of made sense, after watching that video, but also after watching you for many years now. You've kind of brought us all along pretty what do you call it, convincingly, right? So a lot of your evidence is it's very easy to understand. You're very well presented with that. So
thank you.
I like that.
There's people out there that think I'm not polished and I don't handle this information correctly.
I don't know if it matters about the polishing, honestly. But you're a good presenter. You're really good at presenting the information, and like a teacher, right? You're a very good teacher.
Yeah, Meltology 101. Class
Yes.
Don't be tardy.
But there ain't no way I'm sitting in that chair. I'm sorry.
No, for my class you are, because we're crossing out all
Right.
the mainstream stuff, and we had Meltology up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a whole new way of learning and discovering.
Yep. Exactly.
Jen keeps it real. That's right, Freya. That's all I'm doing is keeping it real.
Man,
Yeah, we know, like I said, we don't need to make stuff up to make sense. We just say what we see and out. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be building a house on top of that. I'm sorry. Look at the bottom there, at the right, Chapu. Yeah, that's about to crumble away.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't be building my house on top of that shit. Would you?
No, if you went with the normal geological narrative, but now you know that all of this, it's so sturdy and so melted together that it won't be going anywhere soon. So,
yeah, fused together. Gotcha.
Yeah. Because here, this is the mountain that is like a couple meters, like I don't know, feet away, like maybe 400, 500 feet away. But you can clearly see that it matches the lines. That's part of it. It was once all one piece and together.
Yeah.
And I think I have a video of this. We can go see, like here. Yeah. And I've put it like
oh, nice
motion, so you can see all the bricks. That's part of it.
Yeah.
And you see all these lines, straight lines. And oh, what is this one?
Right in there, bro. Yep. Always.
There it is. Here we are.
What the heck?
So they will say that this is just a normal geological formation, just protruded out of the ground. But look at all these straight lines, and look at here, even here, it heats up the house.
How you get up and down from there all day? I gotta go get milk. Fuck.
Can you zoom into that corner? Is that
no? It's just a video. Okay. I can't.
But it's like rocks all around the top of the building, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or what they call rocks.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, it's crazy. We need James on here to give a price on this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The realty.
Yeah.
Meltology realty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did tell him I wanted to get him back on the show, but I haven't gotten contact with him to set anything up.
I think he's really busy lately because he used to post like on the group like every day, but now it's just now and then. So might be having other stuff. And I know his young baby eagle is getting really a bit older, so needs more attention.
It's the same with me, Chapu. I've gotten really busy with my personal life, and I haven't been able to do any videos. It takes a while to do those videos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even
if it's a short one, it takes a while.
Mm-hmm.
Freya's got a whole thing of stuff she hasn't even been able to produce because she's
yeah.
like, not right. I can't. I want it this way. You really want to put it out exactly how you want it, and it takes time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're halfway done and you screwed something up somewhere along the way and you got to go back. I've uploaded videos, watched them, realized I screwed up, and then have to take them down and redo it all over again. It's like,
just to find out you got a copyright for something, right?
I mean,
yeah. Yes. I hate
that too.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe we should work together. At the minute, I'm not really able to compile videos, but I could probably make one for someone if they had all the information. Send it to me, and I could put it together. For them or something. But
that's nice.
It's just
I like to edit too, ShawnyBee. I do like it. It's just that sometimes I get so into the editing and the layering and moving shit around that it
takes a long time.
Yeah, I should just left it the way it was or something.
Yep, exactly.
I use Power Director. I use it on my phone. It's all just type stuff. So
we can clearly see that this is part of the same mountain range and again you can see just a remain of a building. Don't even know how you get to this place because there's no fucking road. And you can clearly see that right here, same things happening. And you saw that there was bricks. Just amazing. And now people are just climbing all over over it.
Oh, this is the one that we just showed in Turkey, isn't it?
No, we're still in Georgia.
Look, it's just like those things that we saw in Turkey, though.
Mm.
The high-rise apartment building. Oh, no, it's a little bit smaller. I see the people here. I got you. Okay.
I don't know if I showed something from Turkey, but we were in Georgia with all the pictures.
Yeah.
And here you can see the mountain range that fell off, and you can see a big archway right there. Probably carved by an ocean. That's what they would say.
Yes. Yep. Which is gone now. The ocean's gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just disappeared.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that a door up there, Shapu, the side of that mountain?
Yeah, that was a door. The monks are crazy.
Those are the ones I use at work.
Damn monks.
Tell my work colleagues, how did that door get up there? You know what I mean? Why they got a door there?
Yeah.
Let's get them thinking.
Whatever it is, it's a tomb.
Yeah, yes.
Oh my God, look at this.
Wow. That's crazy. I would do that.
You do that?
If it was secure.
I don't know.
Just swinging back and forth.
Yeah, look, that's what she's just swinging.
I think I would like that, actually. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know if I climb all the way up there to do it.
But
though.
look where the rope are swinging from. Look, it's like
on the rough, jagged.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. Yeah, is those steel ropes? They have to be steel, right? Oh my goodness.
Just swinging in and out of a melted building.
Hopefully they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're probably not the first one to do it, but
no.
That was crazy. Sweet. Yeah, just showing a couple places that I have these, and then I let you, Jen.
What's this?
Yeah, look at this. Same. So that's the farthest that we saw, like in the background. But look at the top. You can see just the pocket of survival there and one arch. But you'll see the pans over all the mountain range, and same thing that we see everywhere. You can see like arches, like structure, like formations.
Gosh, I'm the only one that would try that swing.
Nah.
I'd have to check it out first and make sure. If it was good, I would do it. Getting up there would be a problem though, because I have vertigo. So up by helicopter or something.
Yeah, me too. I tried like what is it called? Zip line from 250 feet up in the air. It was kind of scary, but it was a one-time deal. I didn't try the bungee. My uncle and family tried the bungee, but I didn't jump down the bungee.
I don't know about. I wouldn't do that neither.
No, it's much too crazy for me.
I like that.
Yeah, this is the top part of. I don't know if you saw it. Maybe we'll show it in this one. But no, it didn't. But it's this location here. No. There's no other way to get there.
One way up.
Yeah. So again, this was all in Georgia, and I think we already showed like this place at some point. It's just if you look at from afar, it's like just a mountain, but if you get close, you can clearly see that all of it was. But I can see here, even this section.
Mm-hmm.
It's all part of this.
Yeah, spelling.
And this is the.
Hold on, look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, look at this. Wow.
The Caucasus Mountains in Georgia and between Georgia and don't remember the other country.
See, you're not moving that fast. Do you see how slow those clouds are going?
Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah.
That one on top's ridiculous. It's just sliding off, Chapeau.
Yeah, this is at the bottom,
Sliding
and
off.
you got like another section, and on top there's like the other one that I
Building on
just
building
showed
on
you.
building.
Yeah. And if you go look at these, the Caucasus, I don't even know how to say it.
The Caucasus.
Caucasus Mountains, you find like towers like this just
Not the
sticking
caucus,
out.
the caucus.
Caucus.
Yeah, caucus.
I just thought I'd say it in my accent, just so
Yeah, it sounds much better.
different accent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these boulders here, they're what's left of those nodes.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's part of it, all of it.
Interesting.
You can see bricks in some. And then you get to the top part. It's just crazy.
And I saw that the haters were having problems with the waterways. They were talking about waterways. Well, obviously you'd have water going through buildings that are that high. You'd have aqueducts and means of piping water up in there. So, and it would still be there even after the destruction. So,
and we have shown old etchings and stuff, drawings of buildings that have waterfalls coming out of them and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember, Chapeau?
Yep.
You know, if you have these massive buildings, it stands to reason that they had water in them, you know, plumbing and stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
If you could build a building like that, you could definitely put water in it. I'm sorry. I mean,
why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Water is key, so you're going to need it. And that's why, like, if you go to Hawaii, you can see at the tops of their mountains streams of water coming down the rock face and the foliage. And they're like 10 to 12 feet apart, maybe 15 apart, each one. That's because right there, each one was probably a room that had part of the pipe in it. You know, it's just coming out. It's broken.
No, I had like one more place. It was you were talking about James, and I had like a post from James. Where is it?
There's Mark. Mark just showed up.
Hi, Mark. Oh, right there. Okay, you can see James posted this. 2000.
Shapudex is better than Yandex, he says. I love that.
And you can see here. Look at this. Right, this part here. No, nothing makes sense for geologists how they explain these bricks.
They don't even touch these places, probably.
No.
Archaeologists and the geologists smack into each other at these sites, and they're like, "Fuck, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?"
Yeah. Those ones down at the left there, Chapeau, they've got moss on them, but they're clearly they're bricks, right? You know, down the left there, right?
Clearly.
I mean, explain that, right? I mean, and also the ones right in this, just to the right of where your cursor is right now, just to the right. Yeah, right there. I mean, some of these jackwagons need to explain how there can be bricks built into the side of that, into that rock right there.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Why?
No, their only explanation is just like what the other guy said. They probably carved it this way.
Carved it. They carved the bricks out of it.
Or strategic. They had to be up here to fight off the enemy and stuff like that, you know?
Sure. Yes.
So this is one of James' posts from Georgia. Again, just it's there's so much in that location, you know.
What's up, HCat?
Crazy.
I think you might look better in blue.
Yes, put it in blue, Jen. I forgot.
Yeah, HCat's been around for a while now.
All right, you're in blue now, baby.
It's hard to know who to trust, right, these days, because there's just so many people trying to be nefarious about everything that they're doing, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge.
I wish if people would just be honest and just tell you, like, here's what we're trying to do, you know? Like, I mean, I would never think of going to someone else's stream and just starting to bash on what they're doing. I don't care what I don't even care what they're doing.
Or even more insidious, go in acting like you're friendly with everybody and agreeing with them, and then turn around, flip the script, and stab them all in the back.
It's just totally different from who I am.
Yeah.
You know, I could never do it.
No.
Anybody's channel who's doing like stuff I think is bullshit, I just don't watch it. I don't watch it. I don't care.
Yeah, you've been
do
told.
whatever you want.
You've been told.
You hit it the same time.
Nice.
Oh.
Got the wrench.
Yeah, exactly, Johnny.
At least you're a wrench.
Yeah.
You know, to go out of your way to go to someone else's channel to start like doing bullshit. It's like what on earth? Don't you have anything else to do?
Exactly.
No.
I mean,
That's it. They don't. Without us, they have no content. That's why they're all watching right now.
Yeah. No, I can't even think about doing this. You know, I could do it. Like for all these people that are bashing us, I have things like that can not incriminate, but put them on the fence because of what they already said and things. But I'm not doing it. I don't need to do it. You know, I just don't care about it. You know,
exactly. Fucking hell. I mean, just do your own shit. You know.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane. That's all I ask. Just stay in your goddamn lane, please.
And even like we were talking earlier, it doesn't even have to be that way because ideas can be good. You know, if you bring another idea, we can check our idea with your idea and, you know, compare the two and see which one
civilly and nicely, you know,
exactly.
Not like, you know, making hit pieces and bashing and like, you know, saying nasty things about people or whatever.
Exactly.
Oh, we're misleading. We're liars. We whatever. I don't even care.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
God, take care of it.
Like they have like grudges, hidden grudges that nobody knows except for them. They made up a story in their head or something, you know. It's crazy.
Some of it might be trying to get views on videos as well,
Yeah.
Jen, you know what I mean? Trying to get their numbers
There's
up.
a lot of people who like to see that drama and like to hear other people bash on people. And because I remember there was this one guy around named Tony back in the day, and he was going around bashing like Brian Stavely, Rose 777. I mean, saying fucked up, nasty shit on. I mean, I don't even know how his channel was up.
Yeah,
I think it's still up, Jen. You know, yeah.
Yeah, and then it started on me because I stuck up for them. He's like, "Oh, you shouldn't have said anything. Now he's going to attack you." And I noticed that my subscribers were over there listening to this jackwagon. I'm like, "What are you people doing?" I was like, "Unrent you. Sorry, you're not going to sit there and burn your candle at both ends at my expense."
Exactly, and this guy doesn't even show his face, wear a mask, and you know.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, fair enough, Chapu. I used to be worried about that early on.
Yeah, me too.
On YouTube because of like my career and people. I actually had one channel taken down because people did find out who I was, started trying to contact my employer, you know, saying things about me and stuff. But now at this point, it's like I don't really care. I'm 48 now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if someone contacts my employer. He won't care. He won't care because I'm doing my job. You know what I mean?
He comes to work every day and he does a good job. So
he only cares I'm doing my job, right? So, but I did worry about that, and I kind of would have hidden my identity. But you know, it's like at this point, you know, we need to come out, just tell people who we are because people they're skeptical. You know, they're skeptical of what we're doing. So I think being more honest about it, it's like, you know, you're going to get more people that believe you, right? Because you're not hiding yourself. You have nothing to lose, right? You have nothing to hide about this stuff. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, hope that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. It took me more than the year to decide that I wanted to show my face on Jen's.
Yeah. I get
it. Yet. Calm down.
Kurtis says he's run out of fucks to give. You know, and so at work, I want to get this empty bag, right, with fucks written across it, you know, and I just want to, every time someone comes to complain about something, I'm going to say, "Oh, I've got nothing in this bag." You know what I mean? There's no.
I give you a fuck, but I don't have.
Sorry, we're out.
We're all out.
Order some more.
Yeah. Serving up geologists for lunch. You want some of that?
Yes. Yeah. But
Oh boy.
I've really enjoyed chatting with you guys tonight. And are you going to do regular Saturday now, or
I don't know. We just decided to go Saturday this time. We just do it whenever we're ready. No pressure on either end.
I kind of think we need a place where we can hang out and people can come on, like, you know, Kurtis can come on, or Shawnee, or, you know, just to talk with each other, you know what I mean? Just with voices, because chatting is okay, but like you don't really get to know anybody in the chat. I'm sorry.
Drop the link in here again, guys. If anybody else would like to join in with us, you have to show your face, and I better recognize you, or you're not getting it.
For me, winter is coming, so I will have more time, you know, to do stuff, you know. So
yeah, well, hopefully I'm going to get settled down in my situation and start doing a lot more streaming and stuff. So in the future, hopefully, Chapeau.
Yeah.
Once things get calmed down. So I've got a few situations going on, you know, with my family. I got teenagers and I've got children that have left the house, and drama all the time, you know what I mean? With all of that stuff, Chapeau. So, but it's real life stuff, you know, it's important. So
no, it's the most important things, much more than doing these shows, you know, but you know, because
and I'm trying to bring my children along on this journey, you know, and unfortunately my ex-wife, she's not on board, so she's kind of teaching them another way, you know, and I'm kind of fighting against that too.
It's so confusing sometimes for the girls, you know, because they get what you're saying, they see it, you know, and having to make that choice instead of just getting the raw, unadulterated truth and being able to go, they're battling through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what if they agree with you more than the other one, the mom or whatever, you know, and her narrative and stuff like that. And then they would feel weird and all this stuff. And they shouldn't have to go through that just to learn the truth. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you guys have heard this one before, but it's like, my ex would have said, this internet stuff is taking away time from your family, which means that you don't love your family. That would be what I'm told. It's like, it's not the truth. The reason I find out this stuff is so I can share it with my family, right? And then I can wake them up too, and they can come along on this journey with us. That's it's not that you don't love them. It's like, you know,
no, it's because you love them, that you want them to know what is really going on and what the world is about, you know. But
they talk like as if you're willing to throw away your family and just do watching YouTube, like as if that's the only thing that's important. But it's not. I mean, the whole point is we're trying to help other people to see it as well.
If you weren't doing this, you would be doing the same mainstream stuff that they're doing, sitting around looking at cat videos or who knows watching some show on Netflix or something, and whatever. Figuring out who you're going to vote for.
Oh my God.
Who wants to do that? I'm tired of living a lie. I want to just know the truth and live that.
Everyone down here, you know, Jen, you're in this area too, but everybody here is Republican, you know, we're in this area, and it's all they talk about. It's all they talk about is Trump is going to save the world. He's going to save America. And it's like, oh man, I can't stand listening to it. You know, I'd rather watch a live stream, you know, and listen to people talking about.
You can't tolerate that stuff after you know the truth. It hurts your brain, you know, and to try to engage and pretend, like fake it till you make it to the end of the conversation. That's hard for us to do. It's like taking a little piece of us away. You know, you got to sit there and like lower yourself to this mundane conversation that absolutely has no substance or value at all, but they hold it in the high esteem. And you're just like, okay, you got a gun.
Yes.
Here. It's right out here.
Right.
I've said that to people. Excuse me, do you got a gun?
Oh, and
I really want to kill myself right now.
I had a roommate. I just moved out of his place.
Unalive myself. Excuse me.
Yes. And he would go on and on and on about politics, and it wasn't enough that he was just talking about it, but he would come and actually find me somewhere in the house to share this stuff. You know, like search me out to have these discussions. I'm like, I was trying to hide in the truck and stuff, you know, to get away from him because I just wanted to watch the stream, you know, watch the CFM or something like that,
Right.
you know, and then I don't want to talk about politics. So I know it's bullshit and it's not going to fix anything.
Oh, I did take a 5-minute ride with
Yeah.
my neighbor last week. Should have dropped me off somewhere because my car was parked down by my husband's truck. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is that I had to take this 5-minute ride with her, and I already knew what I was in for because I've taken rides with her before. But I'm like, it's only 5 minutes. Just nod and agree. Oh, are you voting? You know, who you voting for? Back in the day, you would never ask people these certain questions. Like, did you get the jab, or who are you voting for? Those just were like questions you didn't ask. Now she's all like, you know, tell me about Kamala, you know, and how Donald's evil and all this crap. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm voting. Yeah, Camilla all the way. Get me to my car, please.
Yeah, exactly. Like yesterday night, I was like with a group of friends or just drinking and having fun, talking and stuff. I'm not me because once, yeah, you don't talk much tonight. What's going on, man? You're talking like things that really I don't care about. I just don't have nothing to say, you know. I'm just bring out the guitar and I start
And they
playing
don't really
something.
understand that, you know, if you tell them the truth. Well, I'm not really interested in my. I mean, I had this friend one time. We would walk our dogs together, and she'd be talking the second she walked out her door until we got back to her house, and I left to go home with my dogs. It was just all about her. Every once in a while, I'd throw something in. I asked her one day. I said, "How come you never talk about any? You know, I try to talk to you about some stuff, and you just go right back into whatever it is you're saying." And she's like, "Well, to be frank, I just don't even understand what you're saying." That's nothing to say. And I'm like, okay, at least she's told me, you know, because I mean, the stuff she's rambling on about, I'm just like, my head's spinning by the time I get home. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what she's saying. It's crazy stuff.
Mark says, what is it? Politics is almost worse than geology to listen to. Yeah, folks. Yeah, I'd agree. Maybe equal, Mark. You know, they're probably on equal footing, bro. Just saying. They're both equally bad.
Entertainment.
Oh my goodness! Stage show, just a stage show.
Yep,
You know.
stages are flat.
Exactly.
What do stages have on them? Tranny man.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I got so much crap from people when I said Cameron Diaz was a guy. Like, yeah,
Oh, you did?
they'd be like saying stuff about me on their streams. I'm like, you just don't want to accept it because
and mostly guys.
Because, clearly.
You know, yeah. When you say that, and when you see like Megan Fox, Adam's apple, you know, some guys don't want to see it, you know, because they find her like beautiful or something. But you know, it's just Hollywood, man. That's all they do.
Yeah, you got to check for the banana.
The sooner you know, it's better off.
Check for the banana.
Very shimmy. I had to come up with all these words to, you know, Mr. T, Tranny Man, shims. I got to explain to people what's a shim. I remember when I first started saying it, I was like, what is she saying? What is this shim?
All right.
So
and that, as we mentioned earlier, about these other like furries and stuff coming out, you know, this equally as mentally ill, you know, and you're like going, what is happening to our world? You know, everyone seems to be deranged, and no one wants to say anything about it. No one wants to say anything about it because
they've been conditioned now not to, because they'll be publicly scorned or whatever in some way because they're, you know, don't want to make anybody feel unsafe.
That's right.
Your words that you're saying are making me feel unsafe right now.
Or like you're insensitive. You're insensitive, right, to their condition. Well, but you got to say something about it. I mean, if you don't say something about it, they're never going to know, right? I mean, and you're not helping them. It's not love to just let someone be crazy and not say nothing about it. Like you guys talk about my Hello Kitty headset. Well, maybe that's a little crazy. I don't know, but the reason I do it is as a protest against the actual idea what you're talking about. You know, I'm the furthest thing from LGBT or gay or whatever it is. I'm the furthest thing from that. So it's just funny to
it has nothing to do with that, you know.
Right?
You just like you said, the ones that you're wearing are much better than the one you pay like $100 or $200, you know. So
exactly. But like to say that you can't say something about someone's condition, like mental illness, or you're going to be offending them, Well, I don't care if I offend them. I just want them to know that that's not right. That's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Well,
No,
yeah. In my situation, my niece was actually dating somebody who was transitioning, and it was right around the time that I was talking about all this stuff. And I would send my sister stuff once in a while. My sister would be like, don't send me this stuff. Like, they were taking it like personally and stuff. And I'm like pointing out Hollywood stuff and how they're, dictating the future by making the Hollywood elites, transgender their children and all this stuff. That's a big thing now. Well, it has been for a while, but I wasn't focusing on people's personal lives. That's between them and God. You know what I mean? But are they being misled by society in some way to do this? I think so, because it's growing exponentially. This type of I don't even know what to call it.
Jen, what now today the society is run by the 1%. They run the 99% of the people, the 1%. It doesn't make any sense. It should be the other way around. The 99 should control. No. You need to do this for the smaller percentage of the population. I just don't get it.
See, the thing is that they got a voice and they got people behind them, which is, the satanic agenda behind them to prop up their voice and make them be heard. Like there was one in Honda where my husband used to work at, like just one. And she, whatever it was, complained that there wasn't a transgender bathroom because, you got to make a choice where you're going to go, which one and whatever. So they put this bathroom in just for this person. And then the person doesn't even work there anymore.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, they made a big
I've seen a story, the same kind of story a couple months ago, that there was this teacher that didn't like how the people wearing perfumes in the school. One teacher, the school has probably 40 teachers, but now all the teachers and all they removed all the nobody could wear perfume or I don't.
Oh, I'd be like, I quit.
I don't know. For this teacher, just stay home. Just don't come to work anymore if you don't like it. No, everybody else needs to accommodate that person. What the fuck is going on?
I think it's just people are afraid to speak up. Shabu, they're afraid to, like during the jobby stuff, right? I'm not going to get your stream taken down, but
thank you. Sorry, I don't know what these jack wagons are doing out here with this fucking thing. He's gonna ride around the block probably 10.
Yeah, we got the same thing here, Jan. They like to ride around here on the.
It's like there's woods everywhere, but he's just got to go round and round. Usually, the music's blasting and all this stuff. I ain't even gonna go into it.
But with the jobby stuff, a while back, people were afraid to say no.
Yes.
Like I remember going to Walmart and going in through the doors, and everybody's taking the mask. Just take it. You know what I mean? They were handing them out at the door, and I was the only one. I was the only one said to the girl, "I don't need it." She says, "You need this mask." I'm like, "I don't need it. I'm sorry," and I just walked on in. And no one else would say no to it, even though they wouldn't put it on. You know what I mean? They would take it and they just like put it in their pocket or something. But why even take it? You don't need it, right? Just tell them no. It's
exactly. I had one of those papers with me all about the the religious belief and all that stuff like that, and and the mask and everything, and I would just shove that in their face. I'm like, you can keep that. I keep going.
But there's an interesting statement in the Bible. It says, "Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay." Right? Let your yes be yes and your no be no. So just say no, and that's it. You don't have to say any more than that, right?
But what they have people doing is covering their mouths and like gagging them, like keep them from speaking. And it says in Thessalonians, I think I said that right. Jesus killed the man of Jesus killed the man of lawlessness with the breath of his mouth.
Yes.
So I mean, we could have squashed this whole thing by just saying no. And they gave us a mandate, and people are too ignorant to even understand what a mandate means. Mandate is not a law. You have to agree. There's a mandator and a mandatee. We would be the mandatees. They're the mandators. They put out their mandate. We see it, and we'd be like, okay, I agree. So then it's a mandate. It's mandatory. But if you don't agree, then it is not mandatory for you. They want it to be mandatory. Fine. Let them people walk around with that on their face all day and breathe in and get hypoxia. I'm good.
But
The lady didn't even care that I was going to die if I put a mask on. I said, if I put a mask on, I'm going to get hypoxia. I'm going to fall out on your floor here in the airplane and die. But you want me to put this mask on anyway. And she was just like, I mean, they brought 3 people on the plane to try to like get me to put this mask on, and I went and do it. And that's why I'm flagged on Delta now. So is my son, by the way.
I have a work story about that too, like the same thing. So whenever it happened at the time, my company had mandated everybody to wear a mask, right? Well, we had a guy who passed out. He actually did pass out with heat stroke, you know, in the office. And I told my manager, who was like a high up guy in the company, if you let this go to the summertime with these masks, these people are going to drop dead, and you're going to have lawsuits on your hand, real lawsuits.
You know what's crazy though? They got
and
them
they
to put 2 extra masks on top of that mask. Like in Walmart.
yeah.
Also was telling you need to take that off and breathe some fresh air. A few 6 months later, now they're wearing 2 more over them, and I'm like, how are you even standing? Like, are you? I don't know. I don't know how these people.
I don't know.
Breathe all day with that on there.
During that time, they just pushed stuff. They tried stuff on people, and then the mask, 2 masks, the goggles, and then oh my God, it was so much. The bubble. Yeah.
It's just so ridiculous.
Crazy stuff.
Definitely a sign of where we're at in the timeline.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Yeah, humiliation ritual. But they were more than willing to do it. And it's so bizarre that people. I even said that to one girl. I'm like, look, you're going to give yourself acidosis and then hypoxia. Acidosis is when your blood goes acidic from breathing in your carbon monoxide, whatever the hell it is, dioxide. And enough of that, you get acidic blood, and then you go into hypoxia, and then it's death after that. So.
Exactly. They all suffer from a brown lung disease now, the people, and they don't even know. And they fried most of their brain cells, because if you missing enough oxygen, you start losing brain cells really fast, and they don't grow back. You know, so.
Like, we need to lose any more brain cells, right?
And I see it a lot, because people are just slow now. They're just they can't think for themselves. It's crazy.
Maybe they're trying to make us into geologists, Jan. Take away
I think they
do.
Yeah.
Take away.
And how about that thing with the black guy? I can't breathe. That was coordinated. Okay, that was just a coordinated setup thing, because they know people are going to say, "I can't breathe with this thing on. I'm not going to wear it." So what do? They make it so you can't say that. Okay, and you know, people were having the masks on, holding up signs saying, "I can't breathe."
Yeah,
like. And for this guy who got stomped on or whatever, if that even really happened, I mean, who gets to record that? Any other time, they won't let you. I mean, they were right up on it. It was so fake. Anyway, the point is that you can see their little chess moves.
Yeah,
exactly. And you know who owns all the plexiglass companies? It's all made with oil from oil rigs. So the Rothschilds and stuff, they all own these plexiglass companies, you know.
Yeah, and you know who has major stock in Amazon is Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah,
you know, that shit went up during that because everybody was ordering, and you know, I know the stock went up a lot.
Yeah, we don't. And now Amazon is run by AI. We don't even. They used to talk about this guy, Bezos, all the time. Now, where is this guy? You know, he's nowhere to be found, because Amazon is not ruled by anyone. Even like if you bought like an Alexa, it's not even updated. It doesn't even work well now. It's such a. It's just a money making thing now. It's.
I've heard those Alexas and Siri's say some really weird stuff.
I don't know. I don't own any of this stuff.
I watched the videos, like some creepy laugh out of nowhere in the middle of the night. Or
wow. Wow. Well, you talking about this, Jen? The other night after the show, I went to bed, and I don't know. I have this. It's a bottle opener, and it's a Simpson one. And when you open a bottle of beer with it, there's Homer Simpson doing this phrase like when he goes crazy, you know, I'm going crazy with no fun, no play makes Homer go crazy. you know, and that's what it
Really
says.
not my dad.
I get in my bed and this thing start off. I'm in my bed. What the fuck is this? How can it start off? It's in my cupboard, and you need
Oh
to
my
open it with
gosh.
it's
Dude, that reminds me of Maximum Overdrive. You guys remember that movie, Maximum Overdrive?
yeah,
When
yeah.
electronics started killing the people. Like, you know, there's
Yeah.
like that electric knife for turkey and stuff going. And, you know,
I think I remember that one. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Maximum Overdrive. We'll watch the trailer for it. I'll get it up.
I wasn't a big movie watcher. I really didn't grow up watching a lot of movies, you know, when I was younger. We had a strange family. It was like not strange, but my dad didn't really allow us to watch TV and stuff like that or listen to music a lot, you know. So never
Well,
really
you
got.
missed out on some stuff, Johnny.
Yeah, I know. I'm hearing that now. So
One of them.
but I didn't get exposed to a lot of that stuff. So, but I did watch some movies. You know, don't get me wrong. But he just wanted us to work hard, you know, and that's what we did.
I
So
think that's a good thing, you know, because
Mhm.
I've known a lot of my friends all day. They can say it's repeat movie lines and stuff, you know. They don't know anything else. They just know stuff from movies and what, dude. It's
I'm
not
the same way though.
reality.
My mom was like that with
Yeah.
us when we were younger. Like we would say a movie, she'd say a movie line, and I'd say what movie it came from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A condor flew over and took a shit in it. Or, you know, we'd be down in the fucking getting out of medical school, and you had to go down to catch the L.
Yeah.
Above train, but you have to go underground, right? And then that goes and be like, "Run, Forrest, run!" All this stuff. Yeah, I still to this day say stuff to my mom. Like, what is it, Riddick? Right? When they're coming in and they're trying to come down, they're like 5 by 5. We're in the pipe, and my mom knows that as soon as I say it. But it's,
Yeah, no, it's
you know,
funny.
this is the way we grew up. You know, movies was the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you remember, because I watch tons of movies. I listen tons of music. These things don't get in my head. I can remember a lot of things, but lyrics for a song or parts from movies, they do not stick in my head.
I'm the same way. Same way, Shapu. I don't remember like music lyrics and movie references and things like that. I have like if people are chatting like that, I don't understand what they're talking about usually. You know, if it's movie references and stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, I'm the same way, Shapu.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Here's the trailer for Maximum Overdrive, 1986. I want everybody to put in the chat how old you were in 1986. While this is playing, please.
Hi. My name is Stephen King. I've written several motion pictures, but I want to tell you about a movie called Maximum Overdrive, which is the first one I've directed. Wow.
What in the dickens is going on around here?
A lot of people have directed Stephen King novels and stories, and I finally decided if you want something done right, you ought to do it yourself.
Who was driving it? I don't know.
Curtis! It's coming after us!
It was my first picture as a director, and you know something? I sort of enjoyed it.
I don't know!
I just wanted someone to do Stephen King right.
You want a war? You got one. I just want to get the hell out of here.
So come and spend some time with me and my friends at the Dixie Boy. Spend some time in the dark.
Please don't let us be in the dark!
Help me! I'm gonna scare the hell out of you. And that's a promise.
You're going to get us in an awful lot of trouble, man. We already in trouble.
Maximum terror.
Jesus coming and he is.
Maximum King.
Maybe tomorrow will be our world again.
Dino De Laurentiis presents Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive.
There you have it.
Yeah,
see how old everybody was in 1986.
I've got like a story about the Stephen King directing, because you all know the movie The Shining by Stanley Kubrick, that was made from a book from Stephen King. But Stephen King didn't like the movie that he made because he missed a lot of the real story. And then later on, Stephen King made the movie, and I have it here in my home. It's really a great movie. It's much better than The Shining one, and nobody talks about it.
What
But
is it called?
it's not. It's called no. It's called. It's still called The Shining, but it's a 3 parts movie. I think it's like 5 hours, and you really get the real story of the Shining, because in the Stanley Kubrick, you don't really. The only thing you can remember is like the performance of the actor Jack Nicholson, because he was so great in it. The rest you don't even know. But
well, listen, that lady, the Olive Oil, she played in The Shining with him.
oh
right?
yeah.
But they said that
Olive
Stanley
Oil.
Kubrick made her do so many takes on like the hysterical screaming and stuff that she was
Yeah.
like actually traumatized by it.
I bet.
Yeah.
Because the scenes are really intense. But when you look at the Stephen King Shining movie, now you get what is really The Shining, because in the movie from you don't really know what is The Shining, because The Shining is like someone that can control stuff with his mind. Did you know that? That's what it is, and it's that young boy has The Shining in him, and he can
Right.
make things happen. But in the movie, you don't know that. They don't talk about it. But in the Stephen King one, from the book, from his book, he's the one. Yeah, it's really much better. But
Very interesting.
yeah.
I never read the book or nothing. I was
No,
16
me
in
neither.
1986, guys. You are also young. Nothing wrong with being young. I'm just saying.
You were I was 6.
Nessa was 4. Shawnee was 9. Kurtis was 8. I'm like 16, kicking it with, doing whatever. Y'all don't want to know what I was doing when I was 16. Used to. Anyway.
Yeah, Hit. Yeah, the Hit was a good thing.
I wasn't really into a lot of Stephen King stuff. Just a few of the movies I watched of his, but I never read any of his books or anything.
There's one about the end of the world that looks like what happened with some kind of disease and stuff.
The Stand, right?
Yeah, Stand, exactly.
The Stand. Yeah, that was the only one I remember from him.
Yeah, that one was just like what we went through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. So, are you done showing your picture, Shapu?
Oh yeah. I've been done. We were talking for a couple hours.
All right, I got this here that we're going to look at. I thought this was
I need to
cool.
take a break for just a minute.
No problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, this is somewhere in Georgia. I don't know the translation to this, but this is an old map of Georgia. This is really interesting. All this stuff sticking up everywhere. So
wow. Yeah.
I'm going to slow it down if I can. Let me see here. Should I go up one or down one, Shapu? I always get confused to slow it. Down, right? Up. We'll try this.
Down.
Oh, it was down? See,
yeah,
I fucked it up.
Point something. Yeah, you're okay. No, it's down. Yeah.
Down, yeah,
you're
went
good.
up.
You're good. Now you're too fast. Down the number. Down the number, like point, below one, it's slower.
Music. Look at this. All the mountains or whatever would be mountains or buildings on this. I mean, how about that, guys? Everything's buildings. I can down a little more. I thought this was pretty cool. Let me try to get the quality better here. Does it go up anymore? No, I guess not. older video. Georgian Towers is what the name of the video is. I'll drop the link in here so you guys can check that map out in the beginning because that was really cool. Again, they're showing on the maps this stuff, and this is where they're all located and stuff. But again, it's all buildings. They're not mountains. You still there? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jen. I had to go take something.
Look at that, Chapu. Oh, let me go back a little bit. Did you see that? Look, it's going obsidian right here. See this black?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome right there.
Yeah, they didn't build like this.
Yeah. Hand me some of that obsidian right there. I need it. Yeah, this place got cooked. Look at that.
Yeah, these are the towers all over the Caucasus Mountain.
Yeah, Caucasus. That's where Caucasians come from. The Caucasus Mountain.
Possibly, yes, Jen. Because behind the other one, it's like the Asian, and the one side is like white people.
You remember this one? We showed this a long time ago, Chapu. Remember this thing right here? We showed this one time on one of our streams. I remember you had a full
Yeah. We showed so many places.
I know. Look at this.
Yep.
I got penis towers. That would have melted down. That would look like turkey penises.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I made. I made a comparison picture that I see it rolling around internet everywhere. The picture that I made like 4 years ago of these towers and the towers in Turkey. You know.
Mm-hmm. Wow, look at that one. Is this one we were looking at on your pictures, I think? I think it is.
Yeah, probably.
Slumped sideways and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw the map. The whole country is littered with this stuff. It's just everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to make one about Turkey again, but I don't think we ever made one because it's so obvious. It's like,
you know, what's interesting where you find Derinkuyu and Cappadocia.
Yeah.
When you look above ground, because they always focus on what's going on underground, but you can see that the above ground is just the rest of what's underground melted.
Yeah.
And they never connect the two there. They'll just show you the underground city and some, fake map of what the underground city looks like, but they never show you the above ground stuff that's on top of that location.
Yeah, that's on top. Yeah, it's all melted. You can clearly see.
Look at this, yes. Yep. Just
Oh,
like
this one, yeah, Oplishki, that way. Yeah, that blue brick, the blue glazed brick, still intact.
That's crazy. Oh, here's those things you were just showing. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's in another location, because if you go about, I won't say the mountains, but you can find everything all around something just like that.
Isn't it in where the heck is it? Sardinia or something, where they have those towers?
Liberia, or
they don't know who made those towers.
Oh, the star-shaped towers.
Star-shaped ones, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the same mountain range.
Yeah,
I can't share the because the documentary is hard to find, and I uploaded it on my channel 5-6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I can put the link to it. Got my videos, the oldest, and I think it's right there. Because when I first saw it years ago, very interesting place. And
mm-hmm.
later on, I tried to find that video the documentary, and it was really hard to find. So I just put it on my channel. Yeah, 4 years ago. So
Nice. You found it?
yeah.
Nice. He's going to drop that link, guys. And I'm going to drop this one. Look at this one right here is crazy.
And yeah, and that the woman that goes into the tower just goes inside one and tried to get up, and one brick just falls on her head. Just, yeah.
Caught a brick to the head.
Yeah.
Gotta wear a helmet. Yeah. Safety first. Oh yeah, it's all cooked out.
Oh, Johnny. Yeah.
Johnny's back?
Yep.
Oh shit, what did I just do? I don't even know. How do I get out of that?
Oops. I'm always afraid I'm going to click the wrong button and shut the stream down, you know.
Stranger things have happened, Johnny. All right, so I'm going to drop this link because some of these are repetitive of what we just showed from Shapu's folder, and then I'm going to go over to my next thing here.
Yeah, there was other places that I didn't even show because, you know, there's so much. There's a place called Petra, also in Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. What's that look like? Petra?
No, not even. It doesn't even look like Petra that we know.
Oh,
so
right. It says Johnny is cool. Just saying. Okay, so I'm dropping this link here, guys. This is something that I've covered before, and I just wanted to throw it in there because it popped up for me. Researchers to test artificial volcano for geoengineering climate. That's right. Their words, not mine. Artificial volcano. There it is.
And what is a volcano? What is a volcano, right? that would be the question, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, so funny.
So, yeah, they are faking volcanoes. They're even supposedly building artificial ones and all this stuff. It's just more proof in our pocket. And here I got some pictures that we're going to look at. Whoops, it's knocked over my phone. I'm not sure if this is in Georgia or not, but they're similar to what we're looking at in Georgia.
No, yeah, this one is not in Russia. That's
yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, look at this. Look at the way it's just popping
Dagestan, I think. Yeah, Dagestan.
Dagestan.
Like this.
It's crazy looking. I got better ones. I just got to figure out which way.
But it's funny, Chapu. It just looks the same as the ones you were looking at.
Yeah.
So it's the same.
Yeah,
almost every time.
Exactly.
Not sure where this is neither. I don't know where any.
This is the one that we covered already, like in.
Is it Romania?
Yeah, Romania.
Okay, all right. It's Romania. And let me go this way.
Those ones at the bottom right are red as.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw them, Johnny.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah.
Very red.
Yeah, this whole place was made of red brick. This was a really interesting live stream when we did this. I think CFM was with us. I was blown away.
Yeah.
Did it make sense what I was saying about why they're so much wider in like a damp climate? You know, that to me that seems to be why they're a lot wider. You know, that they've lost a lot more color. I don't know if that's correct, but it's just a thought I had about it.
Because they're getting that color of what they call mud bricks. You know, it's getting cooked out to the point where there's no red left and everything. And in my opinion,
and also long in exposure to the sun can discolor a bit, because I showed you I had this agate rock that was like pinkish, and I left it on my drawer in the sun, and it became all white. It was pink when I first had it, and now it's all white. There's no more color. Looks like the sun just burned it all the way.
Right.
Just.
Kurtis, what do you see in this picture? I know what I see.
I see a flower. Yeah,
that's right. And here's some more. Polygonal walls. So you can see under here, this is a coating. This is the outer grain growth or something, because underneath of this you can make out the brick layers on this one right here, and you can even start to see them come through on this one. Now this is interesting. This is actually like a Maya or something settlement. Now you don't really see or hear about this one much, but look at how cooked out it is, guys. It's crazy cooked out. What is this thing up here? I don't know what that is. That's crazy. But yeah, this site is very interesting. All different levels of heat damage stuff. There's a close-up of the door. Not sure what's going on here, but it's all muffed up and melted, that's for sure. I guess they're trying to say people sat inside these things or whatever.
Yeah. The power of suggestion, right?
Yeah. They got to say something. And I don't think they built this one back here with wonky, weird bricks and stuff.
Nope.
I mean, why would you even do that? And then these ones up here are all swelled out, like and just blocky.
So that one you just showed, Jan. So the grain growth that Chipu was talking about, yes, I can get that. That with those, that makes sense. They swelled up, they got bigger, they went block. Yeah, that makes sense. It's the larger stones, like the much larger stones, that has to be multiple bricks that fuse together. I would imagine. I'm just trying to put that together, you know.
I agree. Like here, these are bigger blocks.
Like
yes.
Just like imagine like each brick, it's like each grain of sand that you put together, and when you melt all of these grain of sand together, they become just one big like glass, if you want, you know, one big, because you know that it was all made with smaller grain of sand before.
Yes,
that's the bricks can do actually the same thing if you compare it with that grain growth and sintering. You know.
Absolutely. This is more of that location that we were talking about in Romania. I forget the title of that live stream, but we covered this place.
Not Romania, but Armenia.
Armenia. Yes, it's Armenia. You're right. Some kind of mania.
Yeah, the name is unpronounceable for me. It's like Condoras. I don't know. There's
I never
letters
even
that
heard of
don't go
this place
together.
until we looked at it that one time. I'm like, how come I've never heard about this? We can't pronounce it. There's one reason. And they don't want to talk about it because they can't say it's carved. There's brick everywhere.
Yeah. No, and the narrative it's even more crazier, because they say that in 1980 something people were still living there and going to school to that. It's wild.
Yeah, make it make sense.
No.
I think I gotta go this way.
Yeah, this one
make
is
it make sense.
Dagestan. Gamsuto.
Yeah, that one. I think I'm going the wrong way on these pictures here. There was this one I wanted to show. Look at this, guys. Okay, you got this little house down here doing whatever. I don't know what's going on there. And then you got all this up here popping out.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's because the mountain is the building. And this is how they built stuff. It's crazy, right? There it is. Again, same thing here. Just popping out everywhere.
Yeah, those are crazy.
Oh, let me scroll back out a little bit more. There we go. We talked about this place before as well. This is very reminiscent of like Santorini, the way that's set up even. We keep telling everybody that, you know, it's building upon building upon building, and they were also interconnected. A lot of times we're only seeing, you know, what's left of these buildings. I can't even imagine what it looked like, you know, before the melt, really. But, oh, this one's good too. I like this one. Just look at it, guys. It's popping out of every layered, tiered level here. Next level. Wow. I mean, that's pretty cool. I wish it was a clearer picture, but it's not. Sorry. I try, do what I can. I should have cropped it and unblurred it, but I never did that with these. Again, this is another one, just like what Chaput is showing. These are kind of rickety looking, but it's always building upon building upon building. Just like you see in the movie Metropolis, when you look at the things that they created for the movie Metropolis, they show building upon building as well in those. So let me look up Metropolis. Oh, it's an epic. Okay, I used some of these images in the documentary for When the Buildings Cried, comparing what the old world must have looked like and what our world looks like now. See how they depict it as building upon building, just like I just showed you in that last picture.
Yeah.
And they have other things that they did too. It's really intriguing, some of their stuff. Like this one here. I used this one, I think, in the documentary. What are they telling us here? This movie was from the 20s, guys, okay? The 20s. Look at this. Look at how it looks like lattice work that we see on Agashima as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, very interesting that they would even depict it like this.
What is that movie, Jen? What is that?
It's called Metropolis.
Metropolis.
Yeah. It's an old
so
movie.
So much symbolism in that movie. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it totally predict the future for sure. So here they have interconnecting buildings with trains going back and forth through the buildings. You know, these are massive buildings, and they all interconnect. If these melted down, you would have like a little Grand Canyon thing going through there. Here's another good one that was used in the documentary as well. I think we used the colorized version on this. Again, it's depicting a futuristic city supposedly, but I think they're really showing us what the old world looked like before the melt, where it was just buildings everywhere and they all interconnected. And I think I used this one as well in there. I'm kind of remembering which ones I used. Again, you can see they're massive buildings going straight down through everything.
No, that picture got you lashes from Karen. That's
what, this one right here?
Yeah, remember? Yeah, that one. You know, or this one, or any of them. But I think it was the other one.
Let me go back one here. Hold on. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like saying it's from a movie. Of course it's from a movie, but what are they telling us? They're telling us the truth here. I think they're showing that this is tech right here. First off, this is like a giant Tesla tower right here. Okay.
Because she thought that you were saying that all of this was real, and it was.
Well, there's that one picture that does look real, and I was
never
saying
said that. You know,
I did say that it looked real. Like, could it be a real picture and not what they're trying to tell us? Like, it's something. Where the hell is it? Here it is, right here.
I think it's the one with the plane. Yeah, this one, exactly that one.
Right, you tell me. All right, it looks pretty fucking real, and I don't know what to buy with their narratives anymore. You got, these old cars riding around. You got people walking across these bridges. It looks really old worldy. You got an old train coming through here, going through the building and coming out. There's bridges everywhere that goes on and on and on and on and on, and up and up and up. If this stuff melted down, would we be looking at stuff that we see like in Zion National Park? Probably. And that's what I was saying about it, I mean, in my mind, I kind of feel like, yes, this is exactly what it looked like. Even this.
Doesn't make sense, Chaput, because like they know, like, okay, flat earthers know that they use predictive programming, right? And they condition your minds with these type of things, like these type of images, but yet they're going to say, when we do it, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It's inconsistent logic right there. These people are nuts.
No,
look, there's brick down here. They're showing brick. And this is like what you just showed Chaput earlier, where the street came up and then underground.
No, but this one is real. This is a real sketch from New York, I think. Look, it's no, you don't see this one, but I've seen some that are a real depiction of what it is.
Metropolis of Tomorrow, it says.
No, not this one. I guess.
So it should say Metropolis of Yesterday, right? Because
Exactly. But they're
it's what it
saying that these
was.
are futuristic depictions
Yes,
of
yes.
what cities would look like.
It's kind of like
Yeah,
the
that's-
opposite of what it should be.
Exactly, exactly. You got to flip it.
And we know they love to do
One up
that.
here I wanted to look at here. Where was it? This one? Maybe up here further. Again, with Metropolis, the movie, all their stuff is always looks like it's built gigantic buildings on top of more gigantic buildings and stuff. Really just crazy stuff. Of course, you get your penis buildings right here. You can't have
Yes.
those.
Gotta have it.
Just colossal structures built to the heavens, if you will. You know what I mean? That's the way they're depicting these supposed futuristic cities that are actually, you know, I think what the old cities look like to some extent. You know, I mean, it's just everything was built out. That all melts down and gets muffed up. Well, this is the Grand Canyon was a grand city at one time, in my opinion. And it was all made of brick. But yeah, this one right here, it always intrigued me, man. It really just, I mean, where's ground level? Okay, first off, they're showing where's ground level. Okay, you can't even see ground level in this picture. That's how, you know, high up everything is. And you can see it interconnects all the way through, you know.
Yeah.
I find it really fascinating. There's a bigger picture of it. That blew my mind when I first saw that picture. Somebody wants to come along and rain on my parade. I didn't say it was a fact.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's this? A volcano?
Again, Jan, I'm sorry, but before you go on, because again, it's evidence, right? It's they're getting confused with scientific experimentation, which is not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking evidence that you're making a case. You're building a case.
Yeah.
Sorry,
All
I
these
didn't mean to
stuff
slow your roll,
buildings,
but
like we were just seeing, and it's all melted down, and this is what we're left with. That's what these cities look like now.
Mm-hmm.
Melted like wax
Yep.
in the fervent heat. You don't like it? That's not my problem. So anyway, yeah, this is where we're at. With
Yeah,
things.
look, Jen, say this one. I'll show you something that I found this week. A place. Where is it? Castillo. This. No, not this one. Logela. Okay, yeah, I think you'll see that. What you see right there.
Screen share. Did you take me out yet?
No.
Okay, here. There you go.
All right. So yeah.
Yes, right. Mega city structures. It had to be. It's the only thing that makes sense. You know, the way we see things and the way it's
No, you had.
Oh,
So yeah, look at this. You've seen like you showed like a big version of this. But here you can see this here with the top part just left, like I don't know what it is, but you will see that. Look, it's all a brick wall because this is one side of that wall, and you can see that on top of that one here. Look, it's like the same stuff that you just showed, like in Utah, but in a much larger scale.
Mm-hmm.
See, with the top part, flat top part, you don't know what is that material or something.
Keep going, Chibu. I gotta get my sweater on. It's a little chilly.
Oh yeah, I was just showing a place that I found, and here you can clearly see it's all bricks.
100%.
Again, bricks, rocks.
Red motherfucking brick. Why was everything brick? Because
Well,
brick where's energy?
That's the question. Let's see. Don't know why there's holes are there. Probably because they were holding something.
Yeah. Something going through there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's crazy how that wall's perfect like that.
Yeah, that look.
Yeah.
It's bubbling up like popcorning and just melting. Like all of this was probably all smaller pieces of bricks, but now
Right.
Like a rock. Yeah, it looks like this place. Yeah. If I showed you like only this section, it could totally. If you cut it like in section, you would get probably what you just showed.
Agreed.
Oh, you were done. Okay.
I came out of screen share. I'll just go back. Mr. Biggie. All right. So I don't know if we need volume for anything, but I'm going to put it on anyway. All right. What do we got here? Oh, this is ShawnyBee's video. Let me check this out. Got a commercial here, so I got to wait. All right. Well, hang on. Let me just pause it right there. And this is 4 days ago. And thank you, Kurtis, for showing me this. Let me make it big. All right, guys, here we go.
Yeah, kind of funny. We got bricks in the granite wall.
There's this groove mark. They're always everywhere.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Bricks.
A pipe going through there. Interesting.
That. Just look at it. It's right there. Just under this thin coating. It's right there.
How'd that get there? Yeah, somebody really came and stuck it in.
You know, it's such a great feeling when you get out there on your own and you see it and confirm it for yourself. It's an amazing feeling, it really is.
I'm gonna go check out the interesting part of this wall, though, because it's just one part of this wall that really leaves no doubt about what happened here. First, we're gonna
the
check
right
these
mind would
out,
build
right?
on top of that.
Seen these in my videos, and you can see the mortar line. This is like right before they went to this. Went from this to this to this to this. And a lot of people are having a really hard time grasping onto that. Because it is a hard concept to think that these bricks right here can turn into these. Can turn into these. Look at this right here.
Make it make sense. I want to know why there's these grooves in these rocks, or what
Okay,
bricks.
so can I say something about that,
Yes.
Jan? Because I think what Shawnee is showing is that as you progress down those levels, those are bricks. Those are the lines between the bricks.
Okay, that's what you think they are. That makes sense.
I mean, that
Yeah.
seems to be the progression. As you go down that wall, it just seems to get to where it's they're fusing together. You know, they're starting to fuse together.
I mean, you could say the block wall looks purposely made as well, but here's the brick to turn block. But some of them seem purposely made like as some kind of function at one time. I don't know, but I can see what you're saying. That could be a relevant point there. That it could be leftover imprints of the mortar lines themselves between the bricks, maybe. Yeah.
I think that's what Shawny was trying to show there. I think was that. Now the spacing between them, I don't know. It just it probably as it was melting, it might have squished together as well. You know what I mean? A little bit, Jen.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not just as long as they were.
These are all over Springfield, Massachusetts. Steve used to see them all the time, and they're in really odd places.
That's cool. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Well done, Shawny. That was a good demonstration of it there. You know.
Yeah.
The progression.
From this to this to this.
Yes. Very clear.
That's what we
Very
gotta do.
clear.
That's how we got to show people. You know,
Yeah.
even if you don't have the words to describe it, you can visually see the transformation within, you know, the stages there of the wall.
You would hope that they did.
I gotta start building up some good photos because pretty soon I'm gonna have a means to.
Is he scaling this kind of wall? He's barely got anything to walk on here? It sounds like there's water nearby. Seems like there's not much ledge there where he's walking.
Yeah, yes. I hear the water.
These findings, so I want to get some good pictures too. But I mean,
okay, so you're saying like these ones up here are laying this way, and then these ones are vertical. Or I mean, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're vertical. And say if this whole piece melted into itself and started becoming one, there might only be this portion of the lines left, which are these right here.
Yes, I think that's what Shawny is trying to present right there.
I
That's
just stepped out of the room
happening.
for a minute, but I get it. I get it now. Yeah.
And it makes sense. It makes
It
sense.
does make sense. Thank you, Shawny, making it make sense. That's what we're here to do.
I hope you have your safety gear on, Shawny. Doing that, your safety Meltology boots and stuff, you know.
Yeah, right.
it just pretty much tells you the whole story. Got a little floater right here. Definitely part of a red brick right there. How did that happen, guys? This is what we got. Come down to a piece of a red brick.
Boom, baby. I love to see it.
So honestly, I think this wall right here tells more of a story than any history book or any liar that comes online, or people that are just confused and don't understand what's really going on here. But something happened. Something happened that made this brick building right here turn into this.
I love how you can still see the red
overwhelming.
that's in the rock and stuff, like, because it looks like a big piece of rock right there, but it's still got a lot of red in it, like this big
Yes.
chunk, right? This
I
is
think
what I
Shawny,
see.
he said about the color as well. You know, he
Yeah.
did say something in the chat about the colors. So
But this gray is apparent, and then the red is apparent. It's all one big piece right here, and this just reminds me of Ape Cave. Where's my drop? Because in the middle of Ape Cave, and it's not a lava tube, guys. Okay,
No.
It's just not a lava tube. Here it is. This is in Ape Cave.
Guys, look at that. Guys, look at that right there. Yeah, look at it. Just look at it.
Up every time I hear that.
Brilliant.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Guys. That's a brick.
Every day of the week.
That's an
That's
Ape Cave.
funny. Funny.
Supposed to be a lava tube. Anyway, let me get back over here.
And the evidence is overwhelming. It's hard to deny it. And you can't deny it at this point. Like I said, Look at these right here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these. It tells the whole story. You can see that one right there turning.
Yeah.
Shawny, you got a good camera. Good.
And I mean, I can see it starting to twist, like Kurtis was saying. It's starting to twist, like the patterns he was talking about. You know, so
right.
So it's almost everywhere.
Show people and tell people, look at the color of this. It's not dust. That's not dust.
Definitely not dust.
No.
Yeah, they're digging up around here in a field over by Oxford Lake. There's some baseball fields and stuff. And Alabama is known for its red clay. And they're digging up these big swaths of patches in this field. And it's just, you know, the red clay that they're piling up on top of the nice green grass is such a contrast in color.
Yes.
And I think to myself, you know, it's not like they took clay and made the brick. The brick was already here.
Yes.
They're just, you know, taking what's already dissolved out and cooked out and whatever, granulated down, ground level, and making more bricks in current era. This is why the bricks today aren't as strong as what was built back then.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
It makes you wonder, you know, where all the bricks came from, right? Originally, and all the materials to make the bricks, and but that's a whole big question. I know that's conjecture right there. I mean,
I don't know where all the bricks fucking came from, but they're there. They're there.
Yeah,
you know, you can't deny that they're everywhere, anywhere, all the time. There's bricks right under. There's just bricks everywhere. That's another thing that it was hard to articulate and convince people, because I had to convince myself, but I knew it was true. And then you think, okay, well, if it's set up like a grid system, if it is like a motherboard, and what would these components be? And what would be the layers of the motherboard itself? Okay, because when you have a motherboard with components sitting on it, that's one thing. That's top level what you're seeing. But that motherboard, even though it might be that thick, that could be our 8 miles right there. Yes. That has layers between it that have functionalities to that motherboard as well.
Right.
And I think this is what we're seeing, a lot of stuff that we don't know where ground level is. This is why. It was probably created this way and then built upon, expanded upon and stuff during certain eras, like the millennial reign. I think that they built upon the grid system and got certain things up and running again and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. They definitely expanded on it.
They somehow had the knowledge to restart some of that stuff, but I mean, I don't know how they would have kept the knowledge. I guess they must have written it down or had it recorded somehow, you know, to know that, like the controllers, you know, they had to have had that information.
I feel like they definitely know and have the original maps to this place and know what everything was and show it in its. Do you remember, Shapu, a while ago when we were doing the stuff about the giant ships in the Great War and all that stuff? I showed that one thing. It was from a game or something. And they had, like, you know, everything. It's like it would be the United States, but they had some other name on it. I forget, for the United States, but it was all built. It was the shape of the United States, but it was all built up with buildings. You know, like that's what was the core of this United States, was that it was buildings, all buildings. And I think South America did the same thing. All of them did that, and it was crazy looking.
Yeah, it was a game that we're talking about, the Iron Republic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was just going to eat something because I was starting to have a headache. And
all right, yeah, go eat something. Oh, we're at 3 hours and 18 minutes.
I am right now, but that's why I'm muted.
Okay, cool.
Good.
All right, because we have a little bit more to go here. Let me close this tab out. What else do I got? Maximum overdrive. We're done with that. Treadless, done. And I guess that's it, really. Let me see if I have any other pictures that I made of us here. I don't think so. We're good on that. And all right, so did I drop this link already? I think I did.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to drop it again. Here's Shawny's channel. Check it out, guys. I also want to show something else over here. Where is it? Oh yeah, let me go to what the hell do I want to go to here? I'm all confused. Jeez, that's what happens when I smoke up. Go to my channel. Where we go? Manage videos. Let's go to analytics. I guess analytics. All right, look at this, guys. This is even higher than the other day when I was talking about this. All right, pay attention here. This is the analytics for my channel for the last 28 days. My channel has had 4,515 views in the last 28 days. Yet I only have 500 subscribers. How does that make sense?
How does it? How does it?
That make
Yeah.
sense, okay, that's traffic right there.
Yes.
That should be like, I should have like 10,000 subscribers if I have that much traffic flowing through on a daily basis.
Yeah, something's not right.
You got that right.
Right, but
4,500 views, yet I have 500 subscribers. And this is higher than the other day when I looked at it for the last 28 days. It was like, I don't know, maybe like last week sometime. I was at 3,000 something. So
I mean, the only thing I can think is that maybe people are becoming more interested in the subject, Jan, you know, and
why wouldn't they subscribe?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of puzzling. It is puzzling.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to make of all that. So anyway,
Interesting.
I know Kurtis was out today with everybody doing boots on the ground. I was going to try to go over to his channel and see what he's got over there.
Another thing, you could have people coming through who are afraid to subscribe because they don't want to be associated. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they are in a particular group, whether or not they don't want people to know they're watching this stuff, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Jan? Like they're afraid to do it because their peers, like their peers might not like it, you know. So that's all. I mean, that was just an idea, you know. But it is weird.
Did I pass you? I don't think I did.
Who, me?
No, I was looking for Kurtis' channel. I'm scrolling through so quickly.
There he is. There he is.
Oh, I like your banner. It's very component. That's exactly what we're dealing with here. And everything that we're finding underground is the layers to the motherboard. Look, see these things right here? These will be your Ferris wheels and stuff right here. Yep. All right. So let's see. What do we got here, Kurtis? 3 hours ago. Let's go with this one. Wow, this is really interesting, this underground stuff.
Nice. This is just today's ones?
This is just today. Yeah. Wow.
Get to watch them just yet, so.
Yeah, Jen. Talking about these numbers, I have like almost 3,000 subs, and I have half of the views that you get, you know. So it doesn't make any sense.
No, it does not.
It's crazy.
And I think CFM should have way more subscribers than he should, because for the longest time he couldn't even get past, like, I don't know, 2,000. Like, there's no fucking way. I mean, on Rockfin, I don't even barely post over there. I got 5,000 subs over there.
Yeah.
Wow, this is cool. I forget where he said he went today. He told me, but I don't remember. It's definitely probably in the description below.
I think Melanie's having a seizure.
Well, Melanie, put your head between your legs. That's what my mom would say. Anything you had wrong with you, put your head between your legs. Like what? Let me see where this says here. It doesn't say. All right, I'm going to put it up. Let's see what he's saying.
Yay.
All right. Oh, look at that. What's that doing there?
But all right, walk along this wall. We're going down here. It's crazy. This is a footing for this 4-foot pipe. Crazy. All right, we're going down here, guys.
Going down, Mr. Tyler.
He's got proper boots on, like though safety boots.
And not wearing Pumas.
I'm gonna do
this.
Pumas would just make a boot. I'd be
Hold
good.
on.
That looks sketchy.
That does.
Okay.
Never trust a pile of leaves. Trust me.
No. No.
All right, we made it down. Crazy wall.
Damn it, man. Look at this thing. That's a big wall right there.
You get the footing right here. I'm squeezed in next to this thing. Crazy,
There's
crazy.
marks again. Look, they're right in this thing up top here. Let me go back just a tiny bit. He might show it again, but I don't know. There it is, right there.
Crazy. Ridiculous wall. All right, they're way up here. I don't know how far they went. Oh yeah, it's way low. You can walk right out on it.
It
Gotta
looks
be
like
careful. This
asphalt
stuff
almost,
is
doesn't it,
very
Look it out. Melted out and
slippery when it's wet.
slippery.
Slippery when wet. Right here.
The whole thing is all built out. This is crazy. Is this it? Kurtis, I don't know if you're still in this, but I think you are. Is this the camera that you're using? Oh, it's really nice. Look at that right there. Wow. Nobody's building their walls like this. I'm sorry. No way.
Looks a bit janky.
Oh, that is crazy looking.
All right. There's that infrastructure. Oh, the water is way low.
What's this pipe for?
Little nonsense. This is all disaster area too.
Kurtis needs to come up here and talk us through it, you know.
All of it.
You all right?
Yep. I'm sure it's some kind of water pipe, you know, but interesting though.
I have it on big screen on my end, so I can't see the chat right now. If you answered or not about if this is the camera should be set on. Really good footage. I mean, it might be his phone. I don't know. Or my phone.
The wall and everything. So the leaves are starting to fall, so we can see better now.
Oh yeah. Wow. This original pipe right here, it looks like.
Yes, looks like it. Yep.
Pretty crazy. A lot of work. A lot of work. All right, I guess we can't go that way. All kinds of crazy anchors sticking out.
What's that all about? Maybe that has something to do with the marks up there. Look, it does kind of look like them.
Yeah,
right?
it does. It really does.
What is this stuff? See, we just don't know. We don't know. Everything's gotten so muffed up. That could be, though, where these whatever these things are might have been on here.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? I'm willing to look at both things. You know, I'm just saying.
Absolutely. No,
Other
it's ideas.
possibilities with this. It could be exactly what Shawny said too.
It's ideas, Jan. That's all.
Seeing this is interesting.
I think the sound. Kurtis was asking about the sound problem. I think it's the water echoing off the walls. You know, it's echoing, and his camera's picking it up. You know,
over here.
I don't know how you would not have that.
Nice.
All right, so brick melts at what, like almost 3,000 degrees, I think, and we'd have to. And this looks like it could be terracotta. It might not be like a metal pipe. So, you know, we'd have to figure out what this was comprised of and what this melting point is, because this looks like it survived pretty good here. I don't know.
I see some awesomeness up ahead.
It definitely looks like it's terracotta, which is just like brick.
This is... Oh, I'm stuck.
Oh, I have him slowed down. That's why he sounds sleepy.
Play pipe,
Let me go back on my normal playback speed. He sounds like he's on drugs. Oh my God, that's so funny. Wow. Look at some pretty good shape.
All right.
I don't know if do you think that this was a metal pipe, Kurtis?
The wall right now is like
a clay pipe.
10, 12 feet up. Oh, look at all this fun up here.
There's red brick over there. Wow. Nice. Nice. That's a good shot right there. No, the brick on the ground. I mean, there's brick everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All of it.
All over the place.
I love it.
All of it.
It all came from up there. Wow.
All of it. All of it. Right there.
Clay pipe. He's saying it was a clay pipe. It wasn't metal. So.
Okay, that's what I thought. Look at the way these bricks are.
I found like one exactly the same, just a part of it in the middle of the woods that I had to pick out.
Right there.
I remember.
Where you going on your bike?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's easy looking. See how they go dark, like they go gray? They call these dead bricks in masonry. Like a dead battery. It's a dead brick. Yeah, we find some crazy stuff out in the middle of the woods and stuff.
I'm not confirming or denying anything. Although I am kind of confirming.
I mean, it's right there.
Going on right here.
The evidence shows. Put it that way, right?
Absolutely. You can only make up so many excuses and fake narratives for this shit before, you know.
It's all the same. It's all the same.
Everybody, all the higher echelons that run everything else know all this shit too. They've been known.
Look at this crap. I gotta make it quick. Look at what we're walking on.
What all these buildings were.
Look at this. All of it. All of it.
It's a brick cemetery.
Wow.
Cemetery where bricks go to die.
It's freaking wet. Literally falling over.
Redbrick Road.
No, that's brick.
Oh, the yellow brick.
Look at this. Look at all this crap, guys.
Damn it, man.
Jeez. All brick. All brick. Big granite bars. That's what you want to call them. Crime scene. Disaster zone of bricks.
It's a brick NATO.
Freaking everywhere.
This kind of reminds me of where you were at.
All right.
Like,
all right, we got out here.
I think Chapeau's stuffing his face right now.
All right, so what we're going to do is drop this link in the chat for you guys. If you're not subbed and belled to Kurtis or ShawnyBee's channel, make sure you guys do. Put your notifications on. And I think we're probably going to get ready to wrap this up because it's been, what, 3 hours, 33 minutes, of course. Of course, that's what it's been. Maybe I'll wait just another few minutes to stop it.
Quite a while.
Pretty much that's all I have to show everybody. I went through my stuff.
I guess I came on to kind of like try to talk about, you know, why these people are like not thinking about the evidence, rather like they're trying to say scientific, you have to do a scientific experiment to prove something, but that's not true. Evidentiary proof is just as valuable, and that's what's used in courtrooms all across the country. And
absolutely,
you know what I mean? So you need to get off that train because it's a wrong argument altogether. You know, it's evidence. The evidence shows this is what happened, and that's what we're doing.
You're welcome. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree.
So I just wanted to make that
And
clear.
the burden of proof really isn't on us, you know.
No, I mean, no. Prove us wrong, right? Prove us wrong. That's what you do.
Who's up?
Did you put me up?
Yeah, you're up.
All right.
I just want to say one thing, though, before you start, is that these jackwagons who have picked on us for various reasons, or whatever, really have never said anything about volcanoes. And they might mock it a little bit. Even the flat earthers who are out there, they never talk about what volcanoes are. They just won't even talk about it.
Right. They can't, right?
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, Chappelle.
Yeah, so this was 2 years ago. And you can see that this thing here, I was just in the middle of the woods. And also this part here all melted, but I got this one out. And you will see that it's the same type of piping that he just showed, but you'll see I'm in the middle of nowhere, like on an island, surrounded by water.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to jump out. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to jump out for a second.
All right, Johnny, no problem. We're going to be wrapping this up in a few. Thanks for hanging out with us.
No problem. Loved it. Thank you, guys. See you later.
Later, Johnny. Thanks. So here you can see the only part of the pipe that I could find. And well, how come you can?
Oh, look at it. Yeah, it does look a lot like what he was looking at.
Old piping. Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Some scratch marks.
It's interesting how the grooves come around and interlock like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you can see it was all cooked.
Yeah.
It was blackened.
And the melted piece. So
probably had running water in it.
Yeah, and this is what just beside it.
Wow.
All melted.
Yeah, all hard.
It's crazy looking, that thing.
Yeah, I couldn't bring it because it was too big.
I think we all have our own little collection of rocks and bricks and trans bricks and stuff.
Yeah, obviously melted. Look at this.
That. It looks like a cake or something, like a layer cake.
Yes. And it's not like, it looks like it was like just mud. No, it was really hard stuff. Yeah, and there was a lot of broken bottles and bricks all over and melted shit. And if you see that, I was looking again. You can see that. Look, I'm in the middle of like.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, surrounded by water. It's like an island, and there's bricks like everywhere.
Everywhere. I mean, geez, guys.
Yep.
I remember when John Levy was out in the middle of nowhere, walking his dog, just trying to like not even talk about the melt, and then he just picks up this brick. He's like, "What the hell's this doing here? There's nothing out here."
Yeah, exactly.
That's the day you got it.
And the year after this, they did like a archaeological dig right at this location. You know. Remember? I went back the year after, and they were just looking for some stuff, but not at the same place that I was, just on the beach. And they were looking for like old stuff, like prehistoric stuff.
Oh, really? I think I
You know?
remember that. Yeah, vaguely.
And I said, no, go look there. There's more stuff, and they didn't care about
They
it.
don't want to go.
Anything.
Yep. And prehistoric stuff didn't even exist. That's all a lie. The whole prehistoric, dinosaur, caveman, Stone Age. We're in the Stone Age. This is when the bricks turn to stone.
Yes.
We're living in the Stone Age. Hey, Jinx. I can tell she's not in heat right now. Let me put you on big screen. She loves her daddy. She's so cute. All right, Chapu. Well, okay, get ready to get out of here. My ass is falling asleep.
Yeah, me too. Not only my ass, but the entire body.
All right. Well, I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. And I didn't know we were going to go this long, but for 3.5 hours, I really appreciate it. And thank you, everybody in the chat as well. I do have it pinned in the comment section here in the chat that I'm doing a giveaway for Meltology 101 t-shirt. It's a medium white long sleeve, and everything is in the pinned comment. The drawing will be October 2nd for this one. Just leave your name in an email for me with the subject matter contest. So I know, and please capitalize it too. So it just sticks out in my email and I know who's who and what's, because I get a lot of crappy mail, spam mail and stuff. Anyway, so make sure you get your names in for that. And then the next shirt that I'm going to do, we'll do when I come back from Philly. And yeah, so that's it.
So it's you're leaving soon. When
October 6th. So
okay.
Today's the 28th. We'll probably do another show.
Will you bring your laptop with you, or?
No, I'm thinking maybe the 2nd is a Wednesday, and that's when I'll have that show where I'll do the drawing. See what I'm saying? And I'm not leaving till the 6th, which is Sunday, and I'm not coming back until the 13th. So once I come back on the 13th, I'll do another show Monday or Tuesday of that week, which would be the 14th or 15th, and start up the next giveaway for the short sleeve black shirt with the definition. And it's a medium. Both of them are medium, but it's for men and women. So it's not it's just regular t-shirt.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so the last giveaway was a lot of fun, and I just really wanted to do it again. I was going through my closet. These are actually my shirts. I just hardly ever wear them, and I got so many of these shirts and stuff, and I thought, you know what, it would be cool to just give them away. They're in really good condition and stuff, so that's what we're doing. All right, so here we go, guys. Let it not be said that we stood by and did nothing. I am tired. Love you guys, and we are out of here.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Jen. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Chapeau. All right. Let's see here.